is going on, dudes? Somebody doing karate in the background?
I mean, I feel so not metal right now. Like, I look at you guys' pictures and everybody is metal. And then I'm just here in a living room. Definitely not metal. You know what I mean? All of your pictures, metal.
Is Jeff, are you getting like bagged out right now? What's happening?
I was holding my cat. He was purring.
Oh, okay. Sound like somebody put a plastic bag over your head. I just heard
That's how metal I am. I pet my cat.
Yeah, that's
Give him loving.
See there, Adam, the illusions get shattered here quite quickly.
Yeah, I can see they fall apart
right.
real fast.
Professionalism right out the window.
Yeah,
guys.
Minute a minute.
We're here tonight with the awesome Adam Lawson of the Kill Journal. We're gonna get into it with his book. You know me, I'm a big idiot, so I didn't have it pulled up immediately. We wanted to have Adam's face nice and big on the screen, so you guys knew who we were dealing with first.
Much love for that, dude.
I'll be on camera in a little bit, but we're getting into it. Good to see you guys. Just say hello to chat real quick. We got my chat's going insane. Mitch, hell yeah, 5 days left on Kill Journal right out of the gate. Got it. Thank you very much, Mitch. Got Hyper Kaiju. Welcome, dudes. Welcome.
Hyper Kaiju. Not a very metal living. I know, it's not metal, bro. Hyper, it's not metal.
Blast Beats is here. Welcome. Great to see you, dudes. I'm sure people will be trickling in here as we go. They know the night gets weirder as we go on. But yeah.
Good.
The Kill Journal. We're at $19,735, 314 backers. This is one me and the girlfriend got on real early because, as Adam knows, I just constantly was saying it felt like he wrote it all for me.
Yes, I think I did. I think early on you and I connected, on my last book, The Eighth, and I was just been circling your stuff, and obviously City of Rot's so cool, and I could tell from that book, I was like, this guy's all metal. This guy's going to be ready for, a gory spotter movie with a conscience, right? It's kind of what I say this is, right? It's a horror tale, but it's the horror tale that happens after the horror movie ends, right? So there's a handful of survivors. They're beat up. Their friends are dead, and their house has been burned down, and the cop sirens are heard, right? Cut to black. And then this story is what happens after we fade back in, and these people are essentially extreme trauma survivors. Their livelihood and life and future is over, right? And so they find themselves on St. George, at the doorstep of St. George's Church, where he says, I have an answer for you. Revenge. And so he is this half-mad preacher whose congregation was butchered by a revenant, and he's offering those who've survived similar attacks a way to get even, right?
So he's got some skin in the game.
Yeah, it's all skin in the game for him. He lost his son, he lost his congregation, and his wife has vanished. So he's bleeding it out like they are, right? So now it's a preacher with a shotgun, right? Trying to solve these problems. And essentially what makes a revenant cool, right? Because a revenant is a vengeful spirit back from the dead that's hungry for revenge, but because they're a spiritual problem, you can't kill them with a gun, right? You can't run them over with a truck. I mean, you can delay them for a minute. You can shove them off a cliff, but they just keep coming until you fix the spiritual problem. And if a revenant is something, could be seen as like a Jason Voorhees or The Crow or Clint Eastwood from High Plains Drifter, these type of characters. And so like with Voorhees, you got to take him back to Camp Crystal Lake and drown him, right? You got to figure out how this revenant was made. And you can also wear the mask of the revenant. This is one of my favorite tiers. I love masks in my TV show that I wrote and directed for 4 years, and lots of other things. I always stick masks in them, because they're so rad because they're a piece of art.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah, and I love that.
Right, and this is a piece of art itself. It's like it can hang on your wall, but it's also got padding on the inside and breathing holes in those black slits, and it's got elastic so you can wear it. I have worn it many a time, and then I gave it away to a backer. But
killer.
We're making a bunch more, but it's just a rad thing because you can really feel like the Revenant, and people keep 6 feet away from you for sure, and and you can use that now. You can say, hey, listen, guys, you shut the state down again, this mask is coming out.
Yeah.
This is how I live now.
This is the one. That's great too. So you can just win that as a backer. You can win one of these bad boys, or you can guarantee yourself one, which is killer. And this comes with I should specify that real quick. Comes with the leather bound version of the book.
Yeah, that's right. You get the mask,
Yeah.
you get the digital issues, you get the whole package, because you're going all the way in.
Hell yeah.
They're custom in Master. They're a little pricey because they're just a small batch and all custom painted, so it's hours intensive. But
I know how that stuff goes, but you pay for the quality you get, and I don't remember his exact name on Twitter, but I follow the dude who I believe did the masks with you. I remember him posting some stuff while he was working on it, and
that's right.
Does killer work.
6x6 is what he goes by, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally rad dude out of New York, and he just
I'll get his Twitter in the chat.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's cool because he's like he does Jason Voorhees masks. He does all kinds of like slasher killer masks, and he's just a perfect dude for it.
Just honestly, this whole campaign is just stacked with kick-ass talent. Like Adam's great, but he knows how to throw a lineup together, man. Like this is just an all-star cast of dudes. What's up, Razmaz? I know Colin's here too.
Boom.
We got a guest tonight, so it's a little different, guys. I'm trying to be polite, but yeah, this Preston piece, there's so much awesome stuff here, guys. All the different.
Give me that mask maker one more time. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Give me that mask maker's name one more time.
Yeah, 6x6. So it's like.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It's. Do you see it there? It's.
Let's see.
So
I'm Twitter DMing you his stuff right now.
Yeah,
I got it.
SEX, SIX, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Dude does kick-ass work, but my stupid dyslexic brain, I read something like that. I'm like, I'm going to butcher this, trying to remember it. I guess I could have just pulled him up on Twitter on my phone and looked at it. But
how does he say it in his language?
Yeah, how does he say it in his language? What's his accent?
Already on to the third stretch goal too. Damn, I haven't looked at this in like a week or two. Honestly, I've been we were so busy in Operation Hammer Wirehead, so we were getting all that stuff down, getting Hammerella funded and Wirehead and.
Okay, I see. Are you working with Geronimo on that? I love Wirehead.
We're just all pushing for each other. Those dudes helped us out on City of Rot big time, so it was necessary that we go the extra mile. So we just been streaming nonstop over here, and that's where we're like, we got to finally pull the trigger. I was like, man, we've been putting off getting guests on for a while, and I saw you had less than a week left. So it's like, we got to get Adam on. I don't know how much of a push it'll be, but wanted to get you on here, even if we could.
If nothing else, it's good to hang out, man. It's good to hang out. Like that's for me. It's like the streams are like one, especially we got crazy lockdown here in LA. It's like one of the ways to hang out with people. So it's like it's kind of awesome.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Kayla on so she could say hi really quick.
Hi everyone. So we're talking about Adam Lawson's book here.
Oh yeah.
I'm super excited for this. I actually have to back this week. I back everything super late, but I just want to say, like, your perks, everything, it's beautiful. I'm really, really in love with the leather bound version that you have. That's gorgeous. I just like how you packaged it and everything. And the characters are amazing. Like, what was your inspiration behind some of these characters? I'm very intrigued.
Right out the gate. I don't even need.
I know. I had to. I had to ask. So
yeah, I think with.
All right. Well, so we'll all mute now.
I know.
Do your thing.
Right. I can't. Because I think that what's fun about crowdfunding, right, is there's a bit of an experience to it, right? Like I got Lost Pages today, and there was 9 trading cards that came with it, in a sleeve, like you used to get baseball cards, right?
Yeah.
And it was there's something special there that Phil put together, and the book has something special about it, and it's got this special finish to it. And because crowdfunding comics is more expensive than buying it at a comic shop, right? And so you kind of need to give, I feel like, something of equal value, or at least equal of experience, a better experience, right? And so that's why I went with this. I wanted to make each book I do something especially, the first one was embossed with a slipcase and a hardcover, and this is leather bound. Because in the story, St. George, who's this preacher who records all their kills and records what they're up to, he has used like an old Bible as his journal. And so the design on this leather bound edition is a 12th century Bible, right?
Okay.
And then it's embossed, so it's hard to see it so much on this page. I can show you a higher res image, but it's all debossed, and there's symbols hidden in the cover that end up inside of the story and are little Easter eggs, if you will, for some of the plot twists in the tale. So it's also a bit of an experience in and of itself.
It's just all of your characters as well. They're so diverse. There is a character that anybody could possibly relate to in a way as well. So I want to compliment you on that. And I really like what you did with the women characters. I am really big on seeing, as a woman myself, I like seeing badass women characters, and I love your character designs for the women.
Well, thank you. I wanted to go for it.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I think that's part of the brilliance of the whole concept in the story too, is that all of these people are supposed to be those survivors of a horror movie you didn't see previously to this. So it would make sense that we already weeded out, the nerdy girls and the cannon fodder of their old group, like all the runoff and the ones that didn't really have it in them are already gone. But she may have had her ending where that switch flipped for a moment. She was able to survive and get through, but that switch didn't fully flip, and now she needs the priest to help her flip it back up all the way and become that killer she needs to be. And I like that. It's like a perfect template and sandbox that what you're getting into. You're not going to get these lame ladies running around screaming for their lives. I like that.
No, these are the rugged types. Like you said, they have survived. This makes me think of Neve Campbell in Scream, right? How badass she was, right? And you're like, that's the girl that you want in your story. And I do CrossFit, and I think that so many times a lot of those ladies in there are really tough. Sometimes they're putting up more weight than I am at more times, and it's like I'm always kind of inspired by that, right? Just how rugged and tough these characters are, and I wanted these ladies to be that, right? And that they could roll as tough as Brecken, who's this guy out of a Cajun, this Creole guy who's out of the swamps who wrestles gators. Like, they could roll with him, right? And they could take a punch and they could give a punch, and these are people who are past their wits' end, right? They're all the way on the other side of this big trauma. And St. George is like, listen, I want to make you a destroying angel. I want to make you something holy and violent. And they're up against a threat that they can't physically take out, right? Like, even as tough as Brecken is, he can't beat up a revenant and win. But Pedro, he survives in this one.
Everybody gets one.
He survived his last horror film, and he's in a new one.
Yeah. The first one was an all-black cast, so it was a numbers game.
but he, but he, not even he, as tough as he is, can take one and just win directly, right? Like, because they have to. So every time they encounter one of these revenants, they're fighting back and kicking and screaming, but they're going to lose. So they have to get out, as well as like fight back. And because they're trying to figure out how to solve this spiritual mystery around them, their origin, and how to crack it. And so it makes these characters like, hi, are you going to win this fight? No, I'm probably going to lose this fight, but I'm still in this fight.
I really like that too.
I really love that concept. And
it's
I will
not just
say
a brute
too,
force thing.
No, they can't do it that way.
About the female character designs, I love that they're badass and they still convey sexy to me and beauty.
Yeah, nothing says sexy like covered in blood.
Hey, I love it. I'd be all for it. You
had a girl who cosplayed this character too, right?
Yeah, we did. In fact, let me see if I can bring her up.
That was absolutely nuts. I remember seeing that online. You just have so many kick-ass people involved, man.
Yeah, it's just really cool. And she's an Armored Heart cosplay. I can bring up the image that she did. It's really cool lineup of it. If I can share the screen for 1 second.
Yes, of course.
I'll take it over 1 second.
Oh, we already got dudes talking about girth in here.
Girth has come. The girth has begun.
Yeah, so this book's got the girth. I'll make this full screen, but everybody will still be able to hear you.
Yeah, so this is Kirsten, right, who did this. She's awesome. And so you can see what she did is she actually made the clothing. She made the clothing 2D and like printed it out. So it looks like it's painted on her body, but it's not. It's actual fabric. But she printed it out so it could match, even more exactly, right?
It's kind of like Borderlands.
She did like the rough edges thing and everything. Yep. Like it's like definitely go check her out and check out Adam's stuff on Twitter, guys, because he's not lying. Like seeing it up close, the leather bound book, like there's so much detail you lose through these StreamYard streams. But yeah, like she absolutely killed it. She's even got like almost the exact line work of the artist and everything. It's amazing.
Right. She did the whole thing, the bandages on the nose. It's just a cool bit. She did a really amazing job. I was so happy with her. And then I can show you here. I'll show this one more time and I can get you the leather bound.
I'm really uncomfortable in my pants.
The grip will do that to you.
But you can see here a little better. You can see the detailing inside of it.
Oh, yeah.
That looks awesome.
That's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's almost got like a lock and key look to it too. I don't know if that was intentional, but there's all these awesome symbols. But if you kind of pull back a little bit and look at it, there's a little bit of like this key on the eye side. I really love it. It's just really cool. It's almost like I might just be seeing that in my own head.
You're seeing it right. You're seeing it right. You got that. You're the first one to see it outside of me when I was doing it.
Yeah, it's really cool, but it's got this abstract. It feels like as you look at it, you're discovering new things and
like Geiger.
Yeah. Very cool.
And I wanted it to be its art piece of itself, and then it has also there's a little bit of a game to it, right? That the symbols, there are hidden symbols in this that match the story, and I have this amazing artist, Cindy Sprague. She did all the design for this. And so it's cool. And in a printed form, and when you're holding it, it's much clearer than it is, unfortunately in 3D.
You can feel those.
Yeah, you can feel those things.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's honestly one of the best looking books and just packages all around on Indiegogo right now.
I agree completely.
Another killer Preston piece. Who doesn't want to do a book with this fucking dude? It's just insane. Hire that man, guys. The 8th Adam's other book.
Yep.
You could scoop the whole thing, right?
Yeah, you get the whole thing. So you can like, this is a way to get in on the whole ride, and you can get the Kill Journal, and then you can also get the hardcover for the 8th as well. You can add it on. And the perk about add-ons is your shipping is way cheap, because adding a little more weight to your package only adds a few bucks, right?
Oh yeah.
But we use fulfillment, by the way, on our shipping, so it's as cheap as possible because it distributes locally wherever it is.
Yeah.
Versus just like it comes to my house and then I spend a day in the garage and then ship it out. It goes to the UK. It goes from factory to the UK.
I saw that on your page. That's brilliant. Very, very cool. And that means, you guys, if shipping's normally a bit of a turnoff for you international folks, that's not a factor in this one. So check it out. You got that squared away already, because Adam's checking all the boxes on this one. So yeah, check it out. I'm sure his rates beat the hell out of everybody around here if he's doing that.
For international, they really do, and for local, they're right on what anybody else can do, and certainly way better to do. And it's also just at the end of the day, it's not because I want a better deal, because you don't get the shipping money, right?
Yeah,
it just goes to the shipping, and who wants to spend like a ton of money, just shipping the thing to you? Like, you want to put it into stuff. So
exactly.
anyway, so I try to get that to the hard line of like, here's what it takes for me to get it to your house. So
yes, Mitch, big bang for your buck, more bang for your buck, and less buck.
Yeah,
bang for less. That's pretty much the whole channel brand here.
Bang for less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even get that Preston original.
That's a whole other business model.
That's if comics goes completely tits up.
Yeah, I mean, it just says, you know what, guys, we'll just get rid of this. We got a new plan.
Yeah, this is the steal if you're a mask guy. Right here, you get the mask and the leather bound, all the digital stuff, all the print stretch goals. That's a killer one. I know we got pretty sure we grabbed the leather bound, me and the girlfriend.
It's awesome of you. Thank you, by the way, Spencer. It's awesome.
Yeah, we have a secret account, so it always says on mine that I haven't backed anything, and people are like, "What the fuck, dude?" But yeah, me and the girlfriend back it all on her stuff. So if you know of us, you can normally find us out. Yeah. But,
nice.
Yeah, this was one we had to get on quick. There's 5 days left, dude. It's already funded, dudes, I should say. It's already funded. It's kick ass. I don't want to butcher your artist's name, but the main artist's on the book, Krager.
It's Jason Krager.
Jason Krager.
Yeah, Jason Krager is the man. He came in. Just I had an artist, amazing artist who I'd worked with before in animation, and he unfortunately became ill, and he was falling behind, and he had to bow out of the book. So Jason came on like literally under 10 days before it launched, right? And I had to throw away, so many pages and start over. And hence there, and Jason dove right in, and for like the first 10 days, he was delivering a page a day, which if anybody knows what it means, let me show you what his pages are per day, because he doesn't deliver. He delivers because he's such a black and white guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't deliver. Because he has a book, Hammer. He delivers something that is built to stand all on its own without being colored. So if you look at this, let me do a share screen real quick.
That's a true test for me as an artist. If your artwork looks amazing in black and white, because color can hide things, but right there, I mean wow.
Someone compared him to oh god, I'm gonna forget the name now. Texiera.
Yes. You remember that?
Yeah, and that was one where I was like, oh yeah, and then he went into like, I can't remember whose stream it's on, but he went into like a whole tangent on it and how much he loved that, and I think he might have worked with him at some point.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah, it shut like the guys who love the black and white, that it's just so much better, and then it makes a colorist's job really easy.
Because there's so much to like to work with, right? And I think after we get this out, I'll do a black and white version later, just because I'm a black and white guy. Like I got Snowy Sasquatch in black and white, right? Yeah, like it's just like it's for me. It's just so fun, yeah. And you can see these are, and I'm not saying Steve Cannon. He does an amazing job as a colorist, and he adds a whole other there's a whole other part of the story that happens in color, but to kind of honor the amazing Jason Krager and what he's doing, you can see what his page is. This is them training to hunt revenants, right?
Oh yeah.
Learning.
And again, guys, you're gonna want the book in hand because it looks so much better up close and personal.
I can already tell the detail in it is amazing, and I don't even have it in my hand. So when it's in my hands, I mean,
he's a beast. I
definitely
need
mind blowing. Look at the perception of this. This is like a movie shot. The way that's drawn out.
Yeah, just like a knocked away wall. You're doing like a cool cutaway scene. That was really big in like the mid-2000s and stuff too.
Wow.
Yeah, you can literally see the construction of the place. I mean, I'm sure Adam knows. He works in Hollywood.
Yeah. No, this is right. Like, he built this whole parallel grid to build this out, so it has this kind of like warped perspective. It feels a little fisheye, right? This is a middle of the issue 2-page spread. It's Sydney. It's kind of our point of view character in the story that gets us into the Survivors Club here. And this is her. You can see she walks around to different sides of the room, and it's like her in different segments of their layer, if you will, of their base of operations.
Yeah, it's
great. And I'll show you, and then Steve Cannon comes along and he offers, he offers his own magic, right? Then Steve comes along and he makes it this, right? So then, and color is, I think, color is, is appealing to most folks, right? It's your books in color just do significantly better, and it's more fun, to look at. There's so much more going on. And he's really done something with it. Steve, he's nailing it. Yeah, he's nailing it, and it really feels alive. So these are the amazing pages, and you're seeing much because issue 1 is already done, and you're seeing them all not lettered just yet. Unfortunately, I hired kind of the worst letterer in the business, but that's myself. But he needs to be unlettered
names.
And so, but this is issue 1 is done, and we're deep in issue 2, and we're enough ahead so that when the campaign ends, you're going to get issue 1 digitally delivered, and in the next month you'll get issue 2 delivered. So essentially, by the time the campaign ends, you'll be getting 1 essentially in January, cool. February, March, April. You'll get them, and then the hardcover will show up on your doorstep.
Hell yeah.
So.
That's a really smart idea. You can follow along as they're finishing them, dudes, and then you get the physical when it's ready, which is
right.
Just brilliant. That's what Indiegogo's about too. I don't think a lot of people understand that, but it's like you're there helping someone make their project a reality. And sometimes the time frames are a little bit longer. Sometimes the budget's a little bit different, but you're buying in for the whole ride, and I think this is going to be a fun ride. And you get little like meals along the way to hold you over until it comes in, which is really cool.
Right, that's what I thought too. And for lots of backers, because we have a lot of digital only backers. We had a ton on the 8th. We had 150 people just back just the digital on the 8th.
That's killer numbers for a digital.
Right, and because I think it's because you get it right away. And instead of it being like, hey, it's an afterthought, it's like, no, this is a centerpiece of the campaign. And it's hard on me financially because I just pay for the books in advance and then hope it works out, right? Yeah. Because you got to finish a couple issues, so you're several thousand in before the campaign even before the campaign finishes. And with the 8th, it's a 212 page, and I was like 120 in already. And so like when I launched the campaign, so it was like. And it was my first one. I didn't know the details of it. So there were some bleak days where I was like, I'm just going to eat all that cost. It's going to eat that all up. But it's worth it. It's worth it. I think and also too, it just shows kind of your level of commitment, right? It's like, instead of just like, hey guys, here's a couple of pages, and then in 8 months you get it. It's like, no, we're all in on this. And when it gets delivered to you, you're going to get 112 pages.
Hell yeah. High risk, high reward.
Yeah.
That is the best. Yeah.
So tell me though, I got
the color is great,
right? Kayla, what do you think about that?
Color. So I really like that in some panels it's muted color, and then the color intensifies in other panels. I really love that. I love what he did with the lighting in every panel. It's just gorgeous, and it looks so realistic. The lighting, I can't get over it. I'm kind of at loss for words right now. It doesn't really happen much to me. I know I usually have a lot to say, but I just
continues to yell.
Okay, I think that's hopefully what a good colorist is doing. One of the colorists who worked on one of the mini stories that we're trying to unlock, those stretch goals we're trying to get to. His name is Mike Spicer, and he's a really, I think might be the best in the biz, and he's so great at being able to, he lights a scene versus just like colors it in like a crayon, right? He actually lights it like a cameraman would light it on a set so that it feels dynamic versus just colored, if you will.
Oh yeah.
That's what I get from it as well. So it's absolutely gorgeous. This is just a gorgeous book. The storyline, I literally feel like the storyline would make an amazing TV show of some sort.
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
They
They're
need
watching,
something
by
to
the way.
replace. They need
Ditch the
something to
cuties
replace
and get with the
Daredevil,
Revenant.
and
Yeah.
they lost all of their great stuff for the most part. They really should.
Yeah. What's up,
But
Simon?
I'm
Yes.
El
happy
Padrino,
play
lots of the
out.
dudes in here. Sorry to cut you off, Kayla. Metatron's Cube. Good to see all you
Ooh.
guys.
Yeah, no, I'm
welcome.
writing a TV series right now for Netflix, and it's an interactive series. So it's like a choose your own adventure. I don't know if you saw
damn.
they've been doing these episodes. They did one for Black Mirror and one for Kimmy Schmidt, and then Bear Grylls did a whole season where it's all choose your own adventure. So I'm writing one right now, and we're just getting notes back today, and so it's super fun on the interactive side. But yes, maybe someday I'll get.
Is it horror, or can you say that right now?
It is. I can tell you that it's paranormal and it's scary.
Okay, cool.
Ooh, I'm all about that. It's like watching a Telltale game play out in real time. Because I was a big fan of Telltale games and all the decisions you would get to make, and so that's awesome.
Yeah. So there we go. We answered one of the channel's questions. How do you get the Netflix deal? You be a presentable human being like Adam. You don't be one of us.
Thank you, Simeon, about both black, white, and color. It's just taken me only a decade to get in that door, because it's kind of the toughest wall to crawl over in Hollywood right now.
Hell yeah!
Because they have the most resources, and it's such an exciting platform. But it's good, and interactive has kind of been my thing. I had another TV series that I was show running for 4 years that had a lot of interactive elements, and so and it's cool. So it's like. And maybe there could be an interactive world of this as well, but that's kind of been my forte. And so it's like, and inside that department, you can imagine Netflix, the interactive department doesn't even know the people who work in the scripted TV department. They don't even know them. Like if you ask their name, they're like, oh yeah, they work just on the next floor below you. They're like, huh?
And then you have Escape the Night.
There it is.
M62259, welcome. That is quite the name to, I will never remember that. I'll have to read that every time. Welcome, though.
And Escape the Night is the show that I had done for 4 years, and it was a fantasy horror setting. Always a bit of scary in my stuff. And
that sounds like something my girlfriend would be super into.
It was a really fun ride. But this is the Kill Journal. It's awesome. I hope. But the question is, I hope people love it. I hope because
it is. It is.
Yeah, I hope they do. I was because I was reading Can't Kill Cade, last week, and I liked about that book. Hopefully you like that book. But it's such a balls to the wall story, right? It's just
it's all right.
It's a really and I remember reading it, and I love that, right? Because once again, it's harder to find. It's not really the big two is going to give you that ride, and so but I loved that feeling, right? And I was like, I hope I can capture that same kind of feeling here in the Kill Journal, that it feels like that kind of a ride where it's like you grab the book and like sit down and it just takes you out.
Hell
takes
yeah.
you right on a roller coaster.
The big thing is you got to remember you're here to have fun and help other people have fun, and that's the big thing. It's all in the execution and the delivery. I don't think there's definitely bad concepts, but I think anybody can take a bad concept and make it really good with the right execution. And I think you guys got it down here. I think this one
No pun intended.
looks killer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm punny as hell here. Pedro, Drawn Aces, Jobu, welcome dudes. Just in case I missed any of you guys.
Yeah,
sorry to cut you off.
We got a full pack in here. This is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Well, we haven't watched it all is the videos. I got two of them.
Just about to ask.
So let's play them.
Please.
Pull them up. I want to see them.
We got the audio queued already, I'm pretty sure,
My name
too.
is Sydney Valentine, and I'm a survivor. A revenant slaughtered everyone I love, including my daughter. They're evil spirits, back from the dead, who wield machetes and tire armor.
Audio's working, right?
And a bullet to the head won't stop them. After one butchered his congregation, St. George claims God called him to hunt the revenants. and he's recruiting survivors to join him. Most won't make it out alive, but at least they're taking a stand. God has his book of life, and St. George has his kill journal.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I ever saw of the campaign. I remember I think you'd posted that on Twitter while you were like actively putting it together, and I just heard that VO and was like, holy shit. I'm on board.
Yeah. And then I felt like, I needed to do another one that we put out on TikTok and have kind of pedaled around as well. And it's the second video that's then we had more of the pages done. And so I could build something that was really with the line art. And I think it adds a little bit more of the details of the story.
Hell yeah. We'll fire it up, guys.
There's a war going on, and I've seen the enemy. Revenants is what they call them. Vengeful souls back from the dead and hungry for blood. I can't fight the war alone. I need soldiers. Those who face the evil that lurks in the shadows. Those who've lost someone. Those with nothing left to lose. I can take their broken lives and reshape them. I can make them into something violent and holy. I can give them revenge, but I cannot give them peace. Only God can do that, and he stopped listening to me long ago. There's a moment that comes when they know whether they're a victim or a survivor. There's a war going on. Which one will you be?
Hell yeah.
I love the use of the different perspectives in each trailer. I think that is amazing. Like that, they suck you right in completely. I want to keep watching. I'm like,
well, that's good. It's working. Yeah, because that's the thing, right? Is that one was through Sydney's point of view, and then one is through St. George's point of view. And I hopefully that gives you a different feeling because there's sort of two ways. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. It works. That's good. You sometimes you think you're like, I really like this, and then you send it out into the world, and people are like, this is garbage. But hopefully it sounds like it connected.
We got
it definitely
ditto from El Padrino here.
El Padrino, he's got my back.
Yeah. This is like stuff like this is the reason like I've been talking about doing a little short film. Like it was why I love comics, but it's like we need more movies like this. We need more comics like this.
Right.
That's why I back this. I wholeheartedly wanted to see this thing happen, and now we get to, and it's gonna be kick ass. And now I was like, oh man, I was cool with the waiting around on it till April, but knowing that like we're gonna see it all along the way is gonna be really cool.
You're gonna get it all along the way, yeah.
I have a question about the names that you chose. Okay, so you mentioned like the names that you chose for the characters. What was the inspiration behind them? So you mentioned Scream, and then you have a character named Sydney, and then St. George. I'm curious if there's any like meaning behind each name you chose for the character.
Well, I think there was like Brecken's name is Brecken Languedoc, right? Which is Lancelot's last name, who was a traitor.
Yep. Okay. So right there. Okay.
Marty, and then also Sydney Valentine, right?
Okay.
and it sounds. And Finch has no last name. He has no name. He only has Finch because he was a kid who grew up on the Mexican border, and his dad ran the dog fighting pits. And one day a dog didn't show, so his dad threw him in the pit, and then he ended up fighting his way for the next years, living in the dog pits. And so he is, is nameless. And then Marty Tanaka, she's a half Japanese girl, and her last name is the last name of the director of The Grudge.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So we kind of tucked in these. They each have their own little piece of the story, right? And St. George Is it planned to be one-off series or similar in the future? So Mitch, who's awesome, and I see your stuff on Twitter all the time, dude. You rock.
Hell yeah.
So Mitch, yeah, no. So this story is this is volume 1, imagine, and it's complete, right? It will finish and it will have an ending. There'll be, of course, loose ends, as all good endings have them, but it will feel complete. But there is more volumes in this, but it won't be. I should say it'll feel complete, but the big answers will be still left to be handled, right? As in sort of any great story, right? That you've won the battle, but not the war.
Excellent.
And then, so definitely there will there will be another volume or 2 or 3. But
this won't be the last you'll hear of it.
And no, this will not be the last you hear of it. And I want to keep it going. And then also, I would love to do one, to go about in 2 ways. One where you have more stories that follow this particular group, and then other stories that are actually more anthology-like in the sense that they cover like the very first Revenant Hunter, back in 1840, right? Or the you follow some like early Revenants, like colonial era, or in different times, like in Mexico. So you get like a different take on the battle with
Zayd already did the Lost Pages, but that's kind of a good setup too. You could do something like that where it's almost like other stories from the world.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think.
Right.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think the great thing about Revenants is that there can always be more. See, they can be everywhere. It's all different groups you can do, different angles.
And just like the horror movies, you may think you got them, but maybe you didn't do it all 100% right. Maybe they're just down a little longer than they were the last time you downed them because of it.
That's right.
It took 6 movies for them to realize they had to fucking sink Jason to the bottom of the lake again, guys.
Camp Crystal Lake, right?
It could be 6 volumes before they kill one of these fuckers. You gotta back the book.
You gotta find out. And one thing I think is fun, I know you're talking about Wirehead, and Geronimo's such a great guy, and he and I backed and commissioned some art from him. I got to show you this one. Speaking of Wirehead, and throw a plug to.
I actually reached out to him about another project recently that I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about at some point.
Let's talk away.
So cool.
That is amazing.
You see that the Wirehead versus Kill Journal there, if it's popping up. Okay, yeah. So you can see there. Yeah, that is.
I love seeing Rob draw more just human people. We had him on the channel a while ago. We were like ribbing him because like we've only all seen mostly his Blood Realm stuff, which is all just like goat demons and people getting completely destroyed.
Right.
Regular dudes is like a refreshing change.
Right. And I was like, you know what? Because he has Wirehead, which is an awesome book. I can't wait for it. And I'm like, I would love, to see essentially. Excuse me. It's like I was like, there we go, Metatron. Yeah, you get it.
Oh yeah.
It's like I was like, you made a comic about a slasher. I made one about people who kill slashers. There should be a few. Yeah. There should be a standout. Let's hang out, right? And so I commissioned. So I backed this $200 art tier. Which got the art and the book. And I said, can you give me this? Something of ours battling it out. So.
We recommend that all the time on the channel when we see stuff like that. The brilliant for other creators to be checking out those other campaigns and looking out for those tiers like that, where you can snag yourself a cool commission from a creator you really like for your own project.
That's right.
You're sort of paying it forward and getting a little bit of something for yourself to punch up your own campaign, and Adam is like the punch up king.
This is literally what this is about, though. We are supposed to be helping each other succeed within this industry, and I'm just happy to be here and be a part of things and see this go down, because you don't always see this in mainstream society with comics. So I just think it's phenomenal that everyone is so supportive of each other within this community.
The most ambitious crossover in the history of comics. That's what I'm trying to gun for with.
We should just do a battle royale.
The secret thing I reached out to Rob about, we will talk about at some point, Adam.
Yeah, because it's like, then where does City of Rot show up? Like, who's your main character in that? Because I remember seeing that early on, same thing too. Spencer, I was like,
we call him Heavy Hank.
Heavy Hank. I was like, that's metal, right?
Very
there.
girthy. Hank.
He's girthy. Heavy Hank. Yeah, and it was just like, I remember that image, and the guy's guts were spilled out in front of him, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be the comic I'm gonna be interested in, right? Where it just hits you in the mouth with two fists, and it seems like Heavy Hank could show up, in this mix too, where you could have just kind of the roughest of the rough.
That's his whole. That's like the whole character is just he's at home in just the shittiest situations, and that was the whole setup for the book. Is like a zombie apocalypse would just be another day to Hank, because his whole life is way heavier bullshit than a couple of dead guys wandering around.
And it's more natural to him. He can, be himself in this world, totally unencumbered by law and society.
It's a book all
Darcy
about
could
freedom.
meet up with Sydney.
Oh my
Darcy
God.
could meet up with Sydney. An
undead
like that.
crossover.
Teacher her moves on the pole.
Heavy Hank's bigger, stronger cousin is Girthy Gary. Oh man, you guys are excellent.
One more thing to show.
Oh yeah, of course. I was just throwing the campaign up just to have it.
If you don't mind, I'm just gonna. So show
us everything, Adam. Yes. Show us everything. Seriously,
give us all your secrets.
Give us everything.
I'm taking it all off. Here we go.
Oh, I recognize these dudes.
Yeah, so this is Maxi Dallow, and this is Mike Spicer who colored this. So I just love its color. Steve is wonderful too, but I really love Mike as well.
You biting the dog?
Yeah, this is gonna take him down.
That's awesome.
Hey, this is Finch. I think he could work in Heavy Hank's world, right? Like, he's a kid who grew up on the Mexican border who ended up, fighting in the dog fighting pits. And what I was, this is one of the dossier stories. So in this, the graphic novel, the main story is 88 pages, and then there's 4 6-page mini stories, and we've unlocked 2, and we're about ready to unlock number 3. It'd be amazing if that happened sooner than later. It's because we're trying to get both of those unlocked during the campaign. But if you can see here, this is one of those stories that we've unlocked, and it tells the night that the Revenant came for each of the survivors. Because I didn't want to bog down the main storyline with just here's endless origin stories of these 4 characters. Yeah. So we got a flash of it in that world in the main story, so you know who they are and what they're about. But then after you've taken the ride with them, then it's like, let me peel back your backstory a bit more. So this is each of these 4 characters, and so this is his tale, right? Here he is in the arenas there on the border, taking these dogs out. His dad's training him. He lives in the cages with the dogs. And then one night, Mr. Crispy shows up. This is Brian Kreisgau, who wrote Six Gun Gorilla. I hired other writers and artists outside of myself and Jason to do these stories. So it had a slightly different feel and look. And it was also allowed other creators to tell the world, right? Which broadens its depth, I think.
All right, write this phone number down.
Uh-oh.
Call me.
So this is, but Mike Spicer's great colors, and then Maxi Dallow, who lost pages, Jack Irons. But you can see this is Mr. Crispy. It's the vet who I told you about, who ended up on the streets. They filled his pockets full of fireworks as a joke, lit him on fire. He died in the burn unit, and now he's come back for revenge. Excellent. Right?
Yeah, I remember seeing.
I thought I saw like a Jack Irons in there, like a character looks similar.
Oh yeah. His style is really distinct.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember seeing a couple of these when you had first posted them again on Twitter, and I think it was just like inks at the time, and it was hell yeah. Love that sort of like it's like an evidence locker of all the things that led them to the story of the Kill Journal.
That's right. I love that you said the evidence locker. Maybe that's instead of the dossier files, it should be the evidence locker. But yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! If you use the shit out of that, if you like it. But I like that that whole idea, and you have yourself a beautiful package all around on this. And I don't say that to very many men.
Whoa!
Great artwork will definitely draw someone in, I feel, but it's a story that, for me at least, it's a story that really gets me.
I'm 100%.
Wow!
I'm impressed.
Two backers jumped on. Thank you, kid. Too bad if you refresh that, you'll see
kick-ass dudes.
Two amazing, awesome backers. If you're in the chat, I can't thank you enough. If you just arbitrarily happen to be doing it,
hell yeah, dudes.
Right now, we are $121 away from cracking that next story open. Jazzed. That's amazing.
You could totally pull that off. That's like a mask in a book or a couple more books, guys. And no one has snatched up that Acevedo piece. Right, that's his last name. I'm not.
Acevedo, yeah. He's an awesome dude.
Dude, I've talked to him a couple times. Definitely want to get him on a cover for something eventually. He is just too fucking cool, and another guy who's just all about the indie scene, really trying to help people out.
He's genuinely helping people out.
And those are his pencils. Like he'll recommend you. He's like, yeah, you can ink over it, or you can get another inker, or I can even ink it. But he's right. Like he does the really tight pencils, and if you know what you're doing digitally, you can level it out pretty cool and do some really cool stuff with the colors. That you can't really achieve when you fully ink it. But I'm a sucker for both, so I'm also just kind of curious, like what would his stuff look like with someone else inking over him, like. But
yes, because he this is pencils, right? This is he did it on. This is all traditionally done. That image right there,
hell yeah,
and all the way through. And I agree because you're drawing in pencils and then inking digitally. Is that right?
I fuck around a bunch. I'm not much of an inker. If anything, I'm more comfortable with penciling and everything. I'm sort of getting back into that right now with like we're doing our own slasher book at a slow rate, but Kevin we've talked about it a bunch on here, but Kevin, the artist on Can't Kill Cade, is doing layouts on it. I'm penciling over his layouts, and then Ryan Wynn is actually inking me.
Ryan Wynn, he's out there.
And, he's in with us. He's just silent. He hasn't talked much tonight, but he's in here with us.
Dude, what's the slasher book? I'm ready for this.
Yeah, Return to Camp Rainbow. I can
Return to Camp Rainbow.
I've posted some stuff on Twitter and everything, but
show the trailer.
Yes, ma'am. Jesus. I was gonna say it's more about Kill Journal tonight, but we've gone through this a bunch. We'll get back to it in a minute, guys. Definitely, if you haven't already. Go back it. Don't forget about it. 5 days left. Are you going in demand?
Yes, we will go in demand. That's right.
There you go, guys. So you can snatch it up now, but also
the stretch goals are just open now. We're gonna get as far as the stretch goals, and then we'll and then in demand we'll keep it going. And especially nice, I think what happened with the 8th is when sometimes people would convert over because they'd read the digital issues and that I'm gonna want that in print. So
yeah. So there you go,
Spencer
guys.
Spencer wasn't asking. Spencer was giving you a quiz, and you answered correctly.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, if not, you're wrong, and you have to go in demand like I did to Ryan.
Nice.
And Spencer, I think Adam wants to see your project. I think he's interested in it, so that's why I'm pushing you to show it to him.
So
because I want to know his opinion as well.
Kayla, she runs this ship here.
She wears everybody's pants.
I like that.
Yeah, so I announced this really prematurely, like years back, because I was so excited. But I made contact with Victor Miller, the writer-creator of Friday the 13th, the original.
Yeah.
And we started kicking around ideas. I found out he was a huge EC Comics fan and always wanted to work in comics and just never got offered to. So we started kicking. Yeah, it was crazy. But we kicked ideas back and forth. I came up with Return to Camp Rainbow originally as like a love letter to like Friday the 13th and all these slasher movies I grew up absolutely adoring. and pitched him on it, and he was into it. He ended up inevitably backing out for he essentially cited personal reasons. I think he wasn't doing well medically, and he's dealing with the legal stuff with Friday the 13th. As far as we know, up until September, it was still going on. So he was bogged down with all that. So he backed out of it, but I basically was like in the clear to go ahead and continue with it. And now here we are, like finally starting to get into the meat of it and everything. So that'll be a fun thing for probably a late next year launch if I can get my shit together with pencils. But I did we have Institute 91 who does a bunch of music for us and stuff. He's doing the digital soundtrack for City of Rot, and he did that opening countdown song for us is actually
okay.
Yeah, that's the Camp Rainbow theme. He did that for us a while back while I was working on some concept art. And I made an actual physical mask. I can show you real quick.
You should show me, for sure. You know I'm a mask guy.
The mask he made is amazing. I'm always impressed because Spencer is so talented in so many different aspects. I wasn't even aware of all of the talent that he had until he started pulling things out of thin air like, hey, look, I did this. Oh, look, I sculpted this. And I was like, holy crap, you are a madman, Spencer.
I gotta.
It's
helps to not sleep. I tell you guys this all the time.
What was that book you sent me? The ash can, Spencer's ash can. Oh, that's awesome. Dude.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did. I sent you the ash can was Hellseekers. And,
he's got the Hellseekers ash can.
I love it.
Super rare.
I sent Adam a copy. We've chatted before online a bit. So
Spencer, I have kept that in because I have you get books that you order in, whether from Image or wherever you get them, or from Indiegogo or whatnot, and then you keep the ones that you're like, that's the special pile, and then that's the you could give them away to a friend if they wanted to read it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that Hellseekers is on the special pile.
It's Hellseekers is gonna be great once that gets going.
Yeah,
City of Rot is amazing.
Next year sometime. But
we had an ash can for our City of Rot. I would have sent you one too, but we didn't. So
that mask though, that's incredible. So what?
Yeah, so I started building that because I'm in my midlife crisis at 30 years old of really wanting to do a film, because it's also okay, I almost died, so I jumped into comics because I always wanted to do it, and I'm experiencing some success in it now. So what other midlife crisis stuff can I do? And I was like, well, I also wanted to be a filmmaker when I was younger, and real life gets in the way and everything. So it's like, I'm going to try and do a little short film. And then I was like, I'll just shoot some test footage and make a Camp Rainbow mask and stuff that I can do. Pretty much put the whole outfit together. That thing has a button eye and everything for the actual final design. Because Kevin did some original concepts for me based on all my writing and some sketches that I did. He just tightened it up. And I donned the outfit. So this is 6'5" me in some boots and the jacket that I distressed and everything for it. And then did a digital paint over of it, and added some music and slightly animated it to the point where you almost can't even tell it's animated. So it's got the Institute music. It's just an animated photo, and then the little title card popping up. But this was something I did months back just because it was this will help me figure out my vibe and what the hell I'm doing here. Oh, did I add the audio?
Yeah, you did. I can play it.
Got it.
Colin says he backed and got the leather-bound book and T-shirt.
Kick ass.
Yeah! Boom! Colin, you're the man, dude. Colin, thank you.
That's going awesome to Australia.
Oh, and it's going to buffer now. Good old Dropbox.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, their playback sucks.
all right, let's refresh that and start from scratch.
Right. It's a buffering moment on Death Curse.
That was weird.
still get the chills.
Yeah. So then I was from there. I was sort of blocking it out where I was gonna do that original shot like that, and it's basically just like as you pan out, you realize it's just Buddy like breathing alone in the woods. It's gonna pan out, and it's just gonna be corpses everywhere. And that was going to
Sounds
be
pretty awesome to me.
the original test footage that we shot for it. But now I have like some independent filmmaker people and YouTuber guys in the community that are interested in potentially teaming up. So we're sort of figuring out if we can do something post-COVID, and we're talking to a camp in the area about renting an entire like 46 building camp for like 2 weeks and shooting something ridiculous. Might not have anything to do with Camp Rainbow, but who knows? Camp Rainbow will still be a comic either way.
Which in some ways is really quite satisfying as well too. You know, I work and I've shot a lot of television, you know, over 100 episodes of TV, and you know, there's a great satisfaction, but there's also a great satisfaction in comics. Comics are special in a way that, you know, there's a lot less cooks in the kitchen, right? There's a lot less executives. There's a lot less. And not that there's anything wrong with them, because lots of those executives have great insight and can help what you're doing. But there's a special purity about it that's really fun. And not saying that you should abandon film. That's what I'm not saying.
Oh no, we're not. It is not any sort of like big studio machine or anything. This is going to be very guerrilla idiot style. I'll be lucky if I get something out of it, but it's more for doing it for my own peace of mind and
it needs to be done.
Having fun with it.
Yeah, no, you totally should. You totally should. This is that midlife crisis you got to handle and be like, I got to wrap my hands around that, see if I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm a complete idiot or anything. I know I make a lot of jokes and everything, but I'm a nut for film. Sure. Not that anything's easy to figure out, but I'm doing all right in comics. There's a lot of the same principles there. It's just kind of getting a good team together, just like in comics, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm talking to people much smarter than me, much more knowledgeable than I am, and figuring out all the things that I'm figuring out. I need a really good DP, a really good cameraman, and maybe a cinematographer if I don't have the eye myself. And I can pretty much get going.
Yeah, no, that's the secret, right? Is you want to surround yourself with people who are better than yourself, have more skill and more insights. You know, I always try to hire, particularly with my editors, somebody who's a better storyteller than I am, right? So that they can help me tell my own story, right? Because any creator, especially you have, it's in comics anywhere, no matter how good you are, you have weaknesses as a storyteller and as a creator. And the people around you help you see your own weaknesses, where you're like, oh my gosh, that choice would have actually counteracted what I was really trying to do. I just didn't see it right at the moment or the time. And so that's cool. That's cool. Well, good luck with that, dude. I hope you are shooting that horror movie at a summer camp with 46 cabins. That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, we're all like learning about fucking feeding a crew and a cast and all this other stuff.
That's good, dude.
Figuring out if COVID's gonna go on for too long, if we should just get into it or not. But it'll happen eventually.
Spencer,
I might take a while, but I make things happen. What's up?
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have to ask Adam. So Adam, did you talk about Asunder at all? Your fantasy RPG?
No,
I saw that you did that, and I am big. I'm big into RPGs.
Real quick, so I'm going to cut you off.
We should pull that up.
What's up, Benjamin? Welcome. And now you can get back to the RPG.
So I noticed that was
myself.
something else you were dabbling in, and I was curious about it. I did check out the Kickstarter, but I'd like to hear you talk more about it. I'm very into fantasy. Jeff likes fantasy too, I would say. We like Lord of the Rings and stuff over here. Not really so much Spencer. But I'm big into fantasy, and Asunder is fantasy. So I'm very interested in this RPG that you created, and if you could pull some things up on that while you're here.
Yes, Kayla. So I'll throw that out real quick. I started. I directed a series for a while called Will Wheaton's Tabletop. It was a celebrity board gaming show with Will Wheaton, and we played 80 games on TV.
Oh, really? Will Wheaton? Really?
Yeah, he's lovely. He and I are good pals. We've done a lot of TV together, and so I've had a deep love of board gaming, and so I kind of have two camps, right? Like I released a board game earlier this year based on one of my TV shows. We launched it on Kickstarter. We had some really good success, and this one is my own original creation that didn't have a TV show behind it, and have now launched it here later this year. And I kind of keep my two camps, kind of like the board game folks on Kickstarter and the comics on Indiegogo, so that way they can kind of run at the same time. And at least that's my theory. Makes for a hell of a nightlife trying to put it all together and get everybody answered. But yeah, this is I'll play the video here. Let me see if it will share the audio.
Is there anything you don't do?
Don't have audio. You might have to reshare it.
Yeah, let me see.
And Kayla, I don't hate all fantasy. I don't like Lord of the Rings.
That is fantasy. That is all a fantasy is Tolkien.
It is fantasy.
No.
I don't like Game of Thrones either, you said. So
oh my God.
I'm gonna have to, actually to share the audio, I have to do it through Chrome. I was on Edge, of course, the only guy on Microsoft Edge. So I just hopped in to
Oh
this.
no, I'm another one of those dudes. Oh,
there we go.
Did I boot you? What the hell did I have?
No, I just swapped it out where I then put myself on. Yeah.
Change internet. I mean, Explorer thing.
Brilliant.
I don't even know what to call them. He changed his internet thing.
Yeah, so I can. Oops. Let me. Let's get this here. Okay. Oh, it's share. No, let me just get this.
Adam is doing all sorts of stuff in RPG, comics.
Oh, the RPG
film
looks really good to me. I mean,
yeah, no, I've been seeing stuff for it. I don't have time for regular gaming or anything as of late. Like, I try to just like avoid that kind of stuff now because I'm like, I know I'm gonna buy it and it's just going to take up room in my house and not get played, and I like hate myself for that.
I just love fantasy.
Well, let me share the audio.
Here,
let me
pull it up for you real quick.
Fun.
Let me see. So, because it usually lets you bring up, right? There's a little.
It
box.
should have a little checkbox in the bottom left when you go to share the screen.
Yeah, I'm just getting. I know it's usually there. I don't have it.
Here, I'll share it here for you.
Okay. I don't want to. I don't want to take over your whole night, and everyone else is so patiently on there. But you can play the video, and it's a tabletop.
You are all good, man. You're our first guest.
It's a dark fantasy. It's a dark fantasy RPG.
Fired up.
Fire away.
Oh, I'm smiling like a 7-year-old right now. I'm like, yay!
Broken by the gods who gave it life, then abandoned it. We have been left to fend for ourselves, our divine essence bonding with the plants, which we reshaped into weapons, bonding with the sea, which then reshaped us. Next was the insects, and then the beasts of the land. We found remnants of the gods, chaos, the power to transform reality, but it was not meant for us to wield. The secret societies, with both noble and selfish goals, have tried to control it. Something has changed. Gaia has awoken from her slumber, and Asunder has begun to devour itself. The Naga have betrayed the Alliance. Demons flood the Black Isle, and the dead have begun to rise. Most deny the end is coming. We've seen the signs, cannot turn back. We are the Seekers, and we will find the answers wherever they take us. Our story can be your story.
Damn it, Adam.
Who
That was a
did
great
the
show.
artwork?
Quit
Who
making
did the
cool
artwork
shit,
for
man.
that? I mean, I'm telling you, his like I who did the artwork for that? That reminds me of Magic the Gathering cards almost. Oh my
It
god.
is one of the major artists there. I directed another celebrity gaming show, if you could imagine, for Magic the Gathering, and those are a bunch of artists from Magic the Gathering.
I knew it. I play Magic.
Yeah. Okay, you get it.
Look
Jeff,
at the
remember
figures,
how
too.
we
Oh
wanted
my
to do
God.
a tabletop battling card game, but we couldn't find anybody to do miniatures?
Yeah.
Ding ding.
There they are.
Fuck. Yeah, man, those
Spencer's
look
going to
killer.
adopt Adam.
Yeah, right,
So-
Adam. Are you married?
I am, unfortunately, or we could have quite the tango.
Polyamory, baby.
Lucky girl.
How was the world building for this? I mean, that's the one thing I love about fantasy.
I was gonna say I have to step
world.
away for a moment, but definitely get into it, Kayla. I won't be able to scroll now though, so do you want me to reshare your screen really quick for you, Adam, so you can just you can scroll through your campaign as you guys talk?
That would be great.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah, absolutely. Let me try.
I just got some.
And I've got to. I'll just do it quick. I don't want to consume the night on this one here because I know you guys are here for comics. But,
dude, it's all good. Talk
He's
about
nicely
it all
saying
you
he
want.
doesn't want to be here much longer.
Yeah, I mean, you can duck out whenever you need to. We'll go all night. We're animals over here.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you want to leave, feel free. But I think it's important that you talk about this.
Yeah, just Irish goodbye it. Just don't even say anything.
Just say we're out. Here we go, guys. So, I always feel like that people have a certain patience of it on streams. Like, oh yeah, this is cool, and they're there for 20 minutes, and then somebody starts getting droning, and then you're like, I hate this guy. So Asunder. Is a dark tabletop fantasy RPG. Call of Cthulhu, and I loved it. Yes, so that is an amazing game too. It's a dark tabletop fantasy RPG. It's set in a dying world that has no metal, right? That's its thing. And so people have, instead of having a crossbow, they have a symbiotic thorn spitter living on their arm, right? That feeds off of you, and you now grow this weapon. And the way it works out is the humans on the earth, they were the gods' last creation before they left and abandoned it and broke it asunder. Hence why it's in pieces. And each island, the people's essence inside of it bonded with different parts of the land or the world. So some people can command beasts to take their shape. Some people can reshape plants into living weapons or insects into machines. And some people can manipulate gravity due to their essence connecting with these Blice crystals. So you get this varied world where that is shaped by its environment. And the world is starting to consume itself. And the characters take on the role of seekers, people who have seen the signs at the end is coming. And even though the rest of the world is saying, no, everything is fine, they've seen the signs at the end and they're seeking for answers. So the world is full of dark mysteries, and there's the Naga, which are the snake women, run half of the mainland, and they're always at odds with the humans because they were the gods' second to last creation, and they think they're the best, but there's always this forever enmity. And you can download a quick start guide, and you can even make a character now. But there's 2 hardcover source books, the gloss covers, just like what you get from Dungeons and Dragons, the Player's Handbook and Dungeon Master's Guide, that level of quality. There's tons of interior full-page art and help bring this world to life. There's a novel that comes with it. There's a keeper screen, like the Dungeon Master in our world, we call him a keeper, that has all the notes. And then there is some amazing custom dice. And then there are the fun minis. So the minis are stretch goals. You don't have to have them to play, but they're sure fun. And this is a campaign module you can get that takes you through a full adventure and storytelling. And then we have a show where people play this, and you can watch that show and see the game played and explore the world. But here's the minis a little bit bigger size, so you can see the detail of them. And they're like 40 to 50 5 millimeters, so they're a bit bigger. They're not like we'd see in a traditional board game, which are 28 millimeter. These ones are bigger because that's fun, right? You want them just not too bulky, sort of like a toy, but just a little bigger so you can enjoy them a bit more. So we have 9. The first 6 are revealed, and then we have 3 more monsters to unveil. So, and it's cool. We have the maps of the world and the different lands, and you can download them on the campaign page as you talk about exploring the world. So here's like somebody from the island of Picaria. They can command the beasts, and a new Gaia. They can turn the plants into living machines, and then they also have the insect weavers there who can transform insects or mutate parts of themselves into insects. And then here's chaos wielders. These people become addicted to these old remnants of the gods, these crystals that have chaos, but using it as a human is highly addictive, and it kills you. And then here's one of our living weapons that they use. And then the Black Isle in the north, their essence turned inward, and they're the toughest and most hardened people, and they battle the demons that spew out of the ground. And then in Sky City, they can manipulate gravity and can leap incredible distances. And then on the sea, they can mutate and gain additional limbs. And so this is the world of Asunder, and you get to, there's the story of these characters gets to be your story. And if you're a tabletop RPG person, it's based on a game system created by Rob Schwab, who created Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, or I should say one of the lead designers. And they even have these cool organic mech suits that you can
That's amazing.
run around in.
Hey Adam, you got so much like original world building in this already that I've never even seen in any other projects. Is this something that you've been thinking about for a long time and developing?
Yeah,
it's been over 6 years in the works, maybe a little longer, but yeah, around 6 years. I've been working at it and commissioned 160 images like this. It was a crazy undertaking, and it's essentially 400 pages of big 8.5 by 11 hardcover book size. So yeah, it's been a labor that's been working for a long, long time.
That is so much work.
That's a good way to say it. It's so much.
Shut up, take my
great.
money. This is how I feel. Shut up and take my money. Like, this is something I will have to back soon.
What don't you do, Adam?
I mean, this is wow. The map.
I don't. Yeah, we've got a bunch of these cool maps. You can zoom in, super highly detailed. So it's another thing that I don't do is I don't draw myself. I mean, I do really bad layouts to help my artists.
Got you.
But I don't draw.
Hour and 18, we got him, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I did, because it would make my life so much easier in some ways. But it hasn't been, and maybe if I dedicated 10 years to it, I could get good at it. But so you got me beat. So I envy that you can.
Not by much, don't worry. Yeah, no, this looks killer though. I'm a sucker for miniatures, so like even if I didn't play this, like I'm that guy that'd be like in a store and see those and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy these and paint these for no reason.
All I know is, listen, everybody, we need to back this as well. I want those miniatures, so we need to unlock everything. So RPG players, back this. It's plain and simple.
Some of the dudes on the channel have seen like some of the old sculpture stuff I've done and other mask stuff I've done. But like I started out with little miniatures and shit. Like I was in here the other night drunk because I got the Cyberfrog what's called honeycomb box, and I was like,
I backed one and I've not gotten mine. I'm ready for that.
I guess I think they said it's coming in like March or something because there's so much extra shit now. But I think someone confirmed that we do get the Cyberfrog miniature with it. I'm pretty sure.
Right. That's right.
And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna paint the hell out of that.
For sure.
Immediately, so cool. I'm like, I'm probably gonna do that before I read the book because I'm a giant child. But yeah, man, this looks so good. I love the miniatures, and they're not just like a bunch of just like character models. Like They are kick-ass.
Right. This could be Heavy Hank, right? Heavy Hank
Man, dude,
in
it's
fantasy.
you're saying things to me I don't know how to process.
Don't get him hot and bothered.
Yeah, right.
Get frisky.
Any sort of
Closing
miniatures,
his laptop from
anything
below now.
with any property. Yeah, right. It's
No, I know.
gonna
I
be a
love
girthy
minis.
night, boys.
Well, yeah. So this is Asunder. It's a cool RPG world if that's your thing. It's storytelling, and it's awesome during COVID because it's been so fun. It's something I do. Is you can play role playing games with people, unlike regular tabletop games, because you can jump on Zoom and have an amazing time with it.
Hell yeah.
So there's the story.
Have you reached out to like any other like big tabletop groups or anything for it? Like, I mean, the campaign's doing really good.
Yeah. So I'm, as far as what's happening now, there's some groups. There's a group called Critical Role, and I've done a lot of work with the various guys, with Matt and with Liam and with Laura and with Travis. And so I reached out to them. Obviously, it was Matt Mercer who voiced the animatic.
You have worked with everyone. It's insanity.
I wish not everyone, but in that corner of the world, I've gotten more than my fair share, and it's been really great. And so I'm really excited about it, and so hopefully it continues and we can unlock all the minis, and that's because one thing is we've got them all done digitally, but as you know from minis, making the digital part costs a certain amount, but then it's costs you at least 3 to 4 or 5, depending on the complexity, of $5,000, and just getting your molds made in your factory.
Oh yeah.
So it's all digitally done, but like those stretch goals, we're kind of like stopped by them because we need to get, because it turns into for 9 molds gets
that was the big thing for us too, and why we were just like, we'll hold out on this, because we really legitimately, I mean, I worked out a whole thing for sort of like a battling card game that would have a miniature component, but that was the same thing. We were like, it would have to be a stretch goal because that's such a huge upfront cost. That would be a huge goal if you were factoring it in immediately. They're intense, but they definitely are. They're cool as hell. So
I know, right? They're just so fun. Because I wanted to do like a big vinyl figurine for the Kill Journal, but it's like you have to do at least, miniatures are nice because you can do smaller print runs, 500 or 1,000, and get away with it. But like a vinyl figure, if you're not doing at least 2,000, you can't even get it done. Yeah. So I know, and they're just so fun. The physical thing, I know.
It's brutal, but those little guys are too damn cool. So hopefully this cracks all its stretch goals. You already got a couple of them unlocked.
We got 3 of them unlocked.
The custom dice you have. Oh.
Yeah, we got cool custom dice.
Oh my god!
Who doesn't want custom dice, right?
What's in my mind over
here? This is just a stream for Kayla now. This has devolved into Kayla just.
Are you offering beef and cheese as well?
Yeah. Any chance you have a Slim Jim bundle?
Oh, I'd probably like 100% back that.
Yeah, no, the dice look great as well. I think the closest thing to tabletop stuff I'll be getting into in the next couple of weeks. No, yeah, well that for sure every night of the week. But Cyberpunk 2077 is coming out, and
oh, dude, I can't wait. I produced the commercial, the campaign that they've been running for that game, and so we got to see some early stuff and Keanu and Infinite, and boy, that's gonna be something. I'm ready.
You guys need like a janitor out there? What's going on?
Can I live in your garage?
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, he's a total pleasure, Keanu is, for sure.
Yeah, right.
The best. He's the real thing. I mean, he just really is it.
You can pay me in Keanu Reeves visits.
I know, right? It's like, and the funny thing is when he comes to set, because when you're dealing with a celebrity of that note, people have such feelings towards him. The whole crew just gets silent, right? Because nobody dares talk. Like, they're kind of not sure if they should look at him, right? And he's super pleasant. He shows up on his own motorcycle, and he's the whole thing, right? but like nobody's sure they should talk exactly, and like they certainly don't want to say something and then him think they're stupid, and so everybody just like is just still and silent. They're just like, I can't look stupid in front of him no matter what happens.
Oh,
I just have
man.
to stay focused, you know what I mean? Because they're just worried about like if I say something and he thinks I'm dumb, my life is over.
I would
Right? So-
immediately be like, someone get a crash pad, dude. I need you to throw me on this and shoot me in the face. Like, that's rad though, man. You are up to all sorts of cool stuff. We were like, we'll have him on to talk about the Kill Journal. It'll be fun. But you are a busy man.
Yeah, here's one of the cuts of it. You can play that. That's the spot we did.
Yeah, you're making Spencer feel lazy.
Yeah.
I don't have to do any work, and that's great. Jeff and Ryan have barely talked tonight. You know, it's a hell yeah, Keanu Reeves. Hang on, let me get this pulled up.
Spencer's like, I'm gonna have a guest all the time if it's quiet. Jeff and Ryan.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be booted off of here.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Wait, who said that?
But
See?
I just love the first line. Like I couldn't even pause it before he said it, so it was like he's talking right to me.
Are we going to get flagged
No,
for
I know.
this?
Yeah, probably.
I hope so.
Oh, God.
That's part of the brand. I have it up on the phone. So guys, as always, you know the protocol. If we for some reason go down for a second, we'll be back as soon as the video's gone.
That's a new T-shirt that we need to make. Flagged.
Just be the YouTube. This video isn't available. CD Projekt Red's pretty good about not striking people on shit, so I think we're good.
no, those guys are
Let's do
great.
a
I
test.
can't imagine them because
Yeah,
this is like
it's only a test.
this is their advertising, so they just want to get that. They want
Exactly.
To get that
They're one of the few
Crazy.
companies that are like that, and they will go the extra mile and make sure that, like YouTube, make sure the algorithm isn't just auto striking people. So it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. There are like Ubisoft and all of them. They're horrible with that shit, which is why I'm like I don't know how anybody covers their stuff when like you can't.
Right, and why would you be against this? Nobody's stealing your stuff. They're just talking about it and probably gonna buy it. Like I pre-ordered the game. I'm probably sure you pre-ordered the game. Like
Hell yeah.
we're the fans, you know.
And you said you were producing on this?
Yeah, so I produced this commercial.
Very
Oh,
cool.
then. So don't you have to say that we don't get flagged?
we got that fair use director's commentary, and it's not for BBC, so
Yeah.
Plus,
We're
Keanu
probably
said
good.
we could.
yeah.
Welcome to Night City. Yeah, come on. The only limit to what you can do is
I
what
can't
you're
wait for this
willing
game.
to become.
Fucking like 9 days.
So dream
10
Yeah.
days, sorry.
10 days.
you
Check
can
out.
yours for the taking.
I just hope there's an option for a red beanie so you can play as Peter Samedi.
I know, right? Oh, you know, it's funny. I was hoping it was because we did so many cutdowns. There's this one where at the end of one of the versions, he gets into this Lambo, and it was fun trying to get the right Lambo for him because they're like CKD was red. It's just like, man, he's got to be. It's Keanu. He can't be like in a car. He has to be in a Lambo or something impossible. Like you don't
yeah.
dare put him in a regular car.
What's a Civic?
Nothing like casting Keanu Reeves to play a rock star techno terrorist.
I know. It's like Johnny Mnemonic meets all his other cool stuff.
Was it like Johnny Silverhand or some shit like that is his name? Like, I love it. He's a character from the old paper and pencil RPG from way back in the day, which I heard they're also updating for this. I don't remember if you get a digital file with it. They had some sort of thing. It might have just been like a deal and getting like money off of it. But I'm pretty sure they're doing an updated version of the original tabletop to coincide with 77. I don't know if that's still happening with all the COVID stuff.
I don't know that answer.
Yeah, I'd have to look into it more because it was mentioned early on in one of the Pondsmith videos that they did early in development, and that was years ago now. But yeah, that's really cool that you fucking worked on that too, dude. I feel like every everything I'm excited for, you've had a hand in somewhere.
Well, I'm trying to creep my hands over here and get in, and so I can. Well, so we're gonna definitely have to. There may have to be a Camp Rainbow. I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying it wrong. It's what's the name of your slasher story?
Return to Camp Rainbow.
Oh, Return to Camp
But yeah,
Rainbow.
we call it
Double
Camp
Rainbow.
Rainbow all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Return to Camp Rainbow. The definitely has to be Return to Camp Rainbow. I mean, in the Kill Journal, maybe Volume 2, they show up at Camp Rainbow, and there's an encounter.
I would totally be for
Okay.
that.
Okay, I'm backing that.
We got plenty of things we can talk about. He was Johnny Utah in Point Break, of course. One of the best characters. Utah, get me too.
And he drove a normal car.
He only plays guys named John or Johnny. That's what he wanted to be called as a child.
Was that the Nicolas Cage voice that came out?
Yeah, Johnny Silverhand, the archetype for rocker boys, the bard-like class. Yeah, you're a bard terrorist. I love that they waited until like the final week of ad campaign to use the word terrorist and anything. I was like, guys, we're getting this game no matter what. You don't need to worry. Like,
we are buying this game.
In this case, we're pumped to overthrow the government. Like, that looks so cool. Kill Journal looks great. Asunder looks awesome. If you're into tabletop games, guys, I'm like, so is there a thing where if you hit all these stretch goals, is there a tier for people who could just buy the minis?
So the way it works out is if you want to get just the minis, the way to do it is you just back for $1, and then at the end of the campaign, when the backer kit survey goes out, then you'll get sent a survey, and then you can add things on, and all the minis that will have been unlocked will be available to add on to any other tier. So then you can just buy just the minis.
Man, I mean, I might just get all of it. I know I have buddies who like tabletop games, so even if I don't have time to play it, I could surprise them with a cool new source book and just paint the minis myself, all selfishly.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm such a minis fan. They're so fun. I'll stop sharing this incredibly boring, just empty screen. Well, thank you guys so much for having me on. This is awesome of you. Thanks for reaching out about it. And I mean, it's cool because it's so fun because I was reading so much of your work over this last week, and then to go on and chat with you, right? Because between Voidwalker and Can't Kill Cade, because there's 4 books that I just really loved from Alterna, the 7th, Trespassers, the Voidwalker, and Can't Kill Cade. The others were great. There are other good books too, but those 4, I was just like, yeah, I gotta get those whole series. And it's just so cool to then be here chatting with you. It's great.
Hell yeah, man. We're happy to have you. I actually I went up to New Hampshire today with my co-writer, my buddy Mike, on Can't Kill Cade. And we went up and picked up the comps. I have some dinged copies here, but I got a sketch cover finally in. These came out.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely kick-ass.
Yeah.
And then just the first copy of Cade I put my hands on, which was really exciting. Voidwalker 4 is buried right now, but I'm excited to pull that one out. I'll be going through, pulling out some really nice copies. I think we have like 30 Alterna bundles that got backed on the City of Rot campaign. So I'll be putting all of those together, signing them all and everything. And I'm thinking now that I got a bunch of sketch covers that I might do a couple random sketch covers and slip those in with some of the people who backed Alterna bundles and some other backers. So
gotcha. So City of Rot will end up in Alterna as well, because I backed them.
We did the Alterna bundle, and that's just a bundle of all the books signed by me that I have at Alterna right now.
Okay, gotcha.
So you get a copy of Voidwalker 1 through 4 and Can't Kill Cade issue 1, all signed by me. And that's you'll also actually now get the Cade issues will be signed by Mike as well. He's gonna sign them all, so they'll be signed by both me and Mike, the writer on Can't Kill Cade, or writers on Can't Kill Cade, and then all of Voidwalker will be signed by me. You might
great,
get a
dude.
little sketch cover in there as well. We got all sorts of stuff. The paints came in today for the 24-hour comic challenge. I don't know if you've seen us talking about that at all, Adam, but we're going to be doing a 24-hour comic challenge on here where 8 of us live will be drawing a 20-page comic in a day's time. It'll be split up over multiple weeks. We're doing it in 3-hour blocks instead of 1 day straight. But we'll only be working on the pages live. It's me, Jeff, Ryan, Tyler Wentland from Red Koi, Nick Welch.
Yep. I read Red Koi too. Tyler's great.
Yeah, Nick Welch is the colorist on Red Koi and the colorist on Can't Kill Cade. He's also an artist. He'll be doing one.
Kayla,
Rob,
are you doing one? Are you jumping in?
So I don't draw, but I found someone to draw for me.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm more complain about the artwork and tell people how to fix it.
Yeah, everybody needs that. A good solid complaint to let them know all their efforts were just a total waste.
Kayla,
I'm pretty much like a mini gym shooter, so that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, Kayla's got her and her contender, Ed, and then we got who else did I forget? Jeez. Rob Geronimo.
Dude, love Rob Geronimo.
Who else am I forgetting? I'm forgetting someone else.
I have a tattoo artist drawing for me that actually went to school for what is it called again? I'm trying to think of what
illustration.
Illustration. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank tonight.
I don't have any of my notes in front of me right now, but I feel like I'm definitely missing someone. Guys,
Dave.
No, Dave.
You're missing
Dave's
someone.
not in on it.
Is Ryan drawing? Ryan, are you drawing?
I think so. Yeah, I'm planning on it.
You forgot Ryan.
No, I said us 3.
Oh, okay.
Us 4. There's 8 of us. Jesus, who am I forgetting right now? This is the worst.
Yeah,
it'll come to me.
This is embarrassing. We should all leave.
That's okay. I forgot the word illustration. So.
Oh my gosh, folks! We just had another backer jump on board. We're at 19,929. Whoever you are freaking awesome. Thank you. If you're in this stream right now, give it a shout out, and we'll shout you back out. This is so cool.
Oh no, I got everyone. I'm an idiot.
We're so close to unlocking
Kevin.
awesome.
Kevin is the other one. Jesus Christ, that's the worst.
Kevin is the worst.
He's not here right now. Yeah, Kevin, who's going to probably beat all of our asses and make the coolest comic. I thought I said him for some reason, but no, it's because he's not here and he's part of the crew. I just assume he's here. But yeah, us 4, Kevin Castanero, the artist on Can't Kill Cade, Nick Welch, the colorist on Cade and Red Koi, Tyler Wentland, the artist and creator of Red Koi, and Rob Geronimo. And
that's the whole Alterna lineup. That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah, a bunch of the Alterna dudes. We're all going to be doing our own different comic books. 20 pages.
How does that work? Are you guys all on staff with Peter, or do you pitch things to Peter?
It's not staff at all. It's completely creator owned. It's basically the same thing as the Image deal, except you don't owe Alterna money if your book doesn't sell well. Image, gotcha. You owe $2,500 roughly if your book bombs and doesn't sell a certain quota.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. You put in all the work and then you owe them money.
It's essentially taken out of the back end of your book, so you don't see money until your book sells all of that. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I see most people put that
you don't have to they're not going to hunt you down and make you pay the money, as far as I know, but then you're essentially crippled and soft blacklisted. You're not going to get anything released again if your book bombs.
You're in debt. You're in deficit at $2,500. It's got to make that money back out to cover print costs, and then you fall into. I see.
And basically, if it gets close to not doing it, they'll start being like it's going to get canceled, and then if it does it again, it's just done for. And most times, that's why you see guys who do a series at Image. If it doesn't crush for 20 issues, they're probably never going to have something at Image again. And if they do, it's normally they're an artist getting hired by a writer, and it's the writer with all the skin in the game that time around. That's the other thing. A lot of image deals, it's just writers like doing the work for hire thing, hiring an artist. Most of these artists don't really own a cut of the book or anything like that.
Sure.
So you never know what you're getting with that. But at Alterna, that's one of the benefits of the newsprint too, is like Pete can do the first print run of your book, and even if it doesn't sell well right out of the gate, you're not owing anything, and you're still always seeing a cut of the profits on every unit sold. There's not some threshold you need to hit before you start making money.
That's awesome.
Bless you,
Peter's
Taylor.
a great guy. Peter's a great guy. Bless you.
Peter's
Peter's
one of the best.
He's
It was basically private security for Peter before he officially signed us. Peter's a good friend of mine, on top of being my publisher.
Yeah, he's just one of the most legit, the most legit, solid, honest guys. That's like can't get ruffled. He doesn't let himself get ruffled, and he's just so positive. Love that guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's a genuinely good person.
He's one of the good ones.
What was that?
He's not
Jeff?
watching Adam. It's okay.
Keanu should play Peter in the Alterna movie.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I hope he hears this, guys.
Yes, Keanu should play Peter in the Alterna movie. I don't know why that's not happening.
Oh my god, that'd be so hilarious. Like everybody's really accurate in the Alterna movie, and then it's just Keanu Reeves as Peter. Like
Driving
I'm
a
just
Lambo.
a big,
It would
I'm
be
just a
fitting,
big
though.
chubby idiot.
It would be fitting. It would be fitting though, because Peter's very zen.
Oh
you know,
yeah.
he's always very composed. He's just a genuinely nice guy. Every con I've seen him at, even when he came to Harrison's, he's just a genuinely nice guy. So
yeah,
he's the Bruce Lee. He flows like water.
Flows like water.
Well,
you guys.
I also. Oh yeah, sorry, didn't want to cut
please,
you off.
Let's let the guests do his thing.
Do your thing, Matt. Do your thing.
Oh, I was just gonna say thanks for having me on, guys. It's awesome, and thanks for giving me a little insight there on how Alterna runs, because I think they're great. And Kayla, it was great to chat with you here. Face to digital face, and Elkins and Ryan, thank you guys for hanging out with me for an hour and a half on this one.
Hell yeah.
Away these crazy projects.
I'd love to get you on my channel if the afternoon. I can hit if you're interested.
Boo, Ryan, boo.
We can ignore Jeff and put
a more organized professional format.
I would say
Ryan, I would love to. I would love to, Ryan.
I'll hit you up in the DMs on Twitter, buddy.
Okay, you got it. Thanks, man.
Yeah, if you got a jet too, like I said, you can take off anytime. We don't want to hold you up. This is a first, so we've never really done this before. I'm gonna keep going because I got a bunch of other shit to get to tonight.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much for all of your time, Adam.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna head out.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for everything.
No, thank you, man.
Be back on. I can't wait for City of Rot, and we'll have to figure out something, Spencer, to do together.
The chat loved you, Adam.
All right.
The chat absolutely loved you.
Dude, well, chat, you're awesome. I love you guys. And you guys, thanks so much for backing and participating. It's really an amazing thing. So thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Can't thank you enough for coming on. Everything looks awesome. Jeff's like doing an ASMR video or something. I don't know what's going on over
so
there.
Weird.
I would say everyone, you know what to do. You have to back Kill Journal and you have to go and back Asunder. So
yeah, get over there, check them out. Thank you again, Adam, so much for coming on, and we'll definitely have to have you back, man.
Bye,
Adam.
Consider done. Take care, guys.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I guess Ryan and Jeff can talk now.
That was awesome. What doesn't that man do?
It wasn't me making the noise.
Is it Kayla?
What noise?
There was a noise like a ruffling or something. Rustling.
Not me over here.
Yeah, it's you heavy breathing into your mic, Kayla.
No, you know what it is, actually? No, I know what it is. I know what it is.
It's you gasp.
You can hear this?
Slim Jim breath.
You can hear this?
Nope, now you just look like a crazy person. No, it's you like heavy breathing into your microphone.
That could be. I need to take allergy meds, so I've been sneezing all day long.
Yeah, it sounds like there's like a 300-pound man behind you, just breathing down your neck.
I am all right here.
It's Buddy.
Yeah.
I am
Donuts.
I am all congested in here.
People don't realize that Kayla's actually 7'4".
Yeah, right.
If I was,
That's a huge bitch. Yeah. So the paint came in as well today. I guess I can move that out of the way. How funny is that I forgot fucking Kevin? Oh, and then I just dropped this shit. Hang on.
Hey, actually, before you get started with that, I'm gonna bounce. I had a great time hanging out with everyone, but this is I'm kind of recovering today from the campaign, and I want to just go and chill and watch some TV and movies with the wife and stuff.
Hell yeah. Hang out with your lady, relax, enjoy your success.
yeah, and congrats on everything, Ryan.
Thank you all so much for all the support and encouragement and help. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the DMs, and I'll see you all in the chat on Twitter and here tomorrow or something, and maybe over on Geronimo's channel too, if we
Hell yeah,
do
man.
a draw along tomorrow. So thank you all. You're all awesome, and take care. See you, Death Curse.
Oh, have a good one, buddy.
Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, so paint came in. Really cool. Top of the box is the just the color code, basically. Tells you a little bit about the light fastness, the transparency, and then the pigment number, stuff like that.
Spencer, when are you doing the 24-hour comic?
We were gonna do a preliminary stream with all of the dudes if we could possibly at some point and plan.
I was just trying to figure out the date.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is we would all be planning the date together.
Okay.
At least for the first one, and figure it out from there.
Metatron's Cube says, your first guest and now an unboxing. Do it full screen
dude.
so people can have their ASMR.
Yeah, and Kayla can
As if my breathing isn't enough.
blow
right now.
job her fucking microphone. Yo, microphone.
Now we're gonna open the box. We're gonna open this box slowly for everybody to see what's inside the box.
That sounds creepy, Spencer.
That's not me.
There's paint inside this box. Paint.
You need to work on your ASMR. Yeah, that's more like it. Finger that hole. Oh, this is working for me.
So we're getting the paint out of the box, and then we'll line it up. Line it up real nice. Spread it all over our body. Silver's all right, I'm getting out of here.
We just attract a whole new audience of ASMR people and kick all our old fans out.
Yeah, right. No, I'm getting these out. There's a shitload of colors though.
Damn.
Yeah. I've run out of room, and there's still more colors to be had. Goddamn. Goddamn, I say goddamn. There's 60 colors here. So I'm not even gonna pull them out of the box, but there's the metallics in the bottom there, or most of them. Half of them there. Some other ones over here. Yeah. So it's what? 6 in each one. And there's 10 of them. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, those aren't for body paint, Spencer. Yeah. This is obviously my box set that I'll be using, but I wanted to pull it out and look at it real quick. This is almost overwhelming. I'm excited. I don't have my color card handy right now. Of course, it's buried under things. We'll go back to...
Simon said those aren't for body paint, Spencer. But really, if you think about it, anything's body paint.
Colin, I'm going to win these.
Just how you apply it.
That's the spirit. But yeah, you'll get these. I'm still, like I said, figuring out the brush set and everything, inking pens or whatever. I was thinking almost doing the one of the refillable Copic multi-liners.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really like those. You get them at like a nice standard size, and then you guys have the
best.
Yeah, they're really nice, and they're only like normally like $8 to $12 depending on the size you're getting. It's that nice like I think it's an aluminum frame, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the refillable cartridge and everything. Fucking EVS, I saw buys them by the case and just throws them out. I was like, that is like some crazy G shit.
Yeah, because like you can also replace the nibs on them when they get worn down.
Oh yeah, I know. Like, and it's like really cheap to do that. Like, that's supposed to be like a permanent system that you just replace cartridges and nibs on, and he just throws them out every time he blows one out. And I think that's the most G shit hilarious thing ever.
Yeah, I have two just because they're expensive, but they're the best ever.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine throwing out a $10 pen every time I needed to refill it. Wild. And the refills are like not expensive. Like, it's weird. But yeah, this is really cool. So we got a bunch of yellows and stuff here.
I think I even told you, like, I don't like using microns just because the aesthetics. Like, I hate the look of a micron. That like tan avocado-ish thing, color they come in.
Yeah.
That's why I liked Copics, because they feel so nice. Like with the aluminum, they have a weight to them, and they just look so sleek and so cool.
Yellows and greens, apricot. I really like to it's a bit hard to see on the camera, but they have little markers, and they have like a card for the symbols on here, but how transparent they are or how opaque they are, and the light fastness, stuff like that. What refill pen? It's the Copic Multiliner SB, I think is the full name.
Well, I got one right here. Let me see.
So what exactly is gouache paint?
SP.
SP. Okay. Like, how does it differ from watercolors or acrylic? It's kind of like the mashup of two is how it was always explained to me, of the two. It's sort of the you can get some of the opacity of acrylic if you lay it down a little bit thicker. And you can also like water it down and spread it out really thin like watercolors. So it's sort of can be as opaque as acrylic, but as workable as watercolors. It's used in a lot of animation and stuff. Like, I think it was Metatron's Cube that was the first one to show us the Studio Ghibli stuff. I mean, I knew they did backgrounds and stuff like that, but I wasn't sure about the specific paint. That's a different brand, but sort of the same ideas and techniques. It's still gouache. What are you doing, Kayla? You just muted?
Yeah, you might be unplugged.
Goofy.
But yeah, gouache, you can get like really nice.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I unplugged my mic.
You goober.
Yeah, I gotta get going because I have an early day tomorrow and I have finals. So
I was gonna say, I was like, why are you like piecing the screen and like?
I know, I didn't know that. I didn't know I unplugged my mic. All right, I'll see you guys during the weekend, I guess, and fill me in with everything. So
good luck with your finals, buddy.
I know. I'll be glad to get rid of all my classes. So
get rid of all.
I'm glad to be
done with these.
December 13th, I'm done with all classes. So I'm so glad to be over with it for the semester.
Then it's just the resurrection of Jesus.
All right. Have a good evening, everyone.
See ya.
You as well. See you, buddy.
But yeah, gouache is cool because you can do all the fun stuff with watercolor, like all the different effects you can get from watercolor. You can get very transparent with it, but like acrylic, you can get a super opaque coverage and get really bold, saturated colors that you can't get with watercolor. So it's a really great in between, very versatile.
It's like watercolor that you can build up over time. Like a lot of the tutorials and stuff you watch, they tell you to start with like really thin coats, and a lot of those pictures you see where they do like almost like color blocking shading, and it's just these weird ass like nonsensical palettes. A lot of that is like gouache painters and stuff, just because it's fun to lay down really quick, and you're basically just painting with like one brush size and big strokes really quickly. Is it edible? Let's see.
James Jean uses gouache a lot. He's one of my favorite painters.
If your product does not perform properly, contact returns at Arteza. They're in Delaware, right? DE.
Anything's edible if you eat it.
I don't think I've ever seen DE on any packaging, right? That is Delaware. I'm not losing my mind.
Yeah, home of Joe Biden and Ian Finance.
Oh my God, Ian Finance, quite possibly the funniest wreck of a human being ever.
Dude, I was rolling today watching him in Are You Garbage. He was killing it.
Oh my God. I'll have to check that out.
It's great.
LOL, I think I've thrown out many of those silver Copics, never seen a refill for them.
What? You gotta order them.
Yeah.
And they're super easy to refill because the bottom just pops out. You can use like a quarter to pop them out.
Oh yeah, and the nib has like a little rim you can like grab onto. Like it's great.
They're the best.
Carl must really feel like an idiot right now.
Germany, yeah, it might be Deutsch. That's true.
Oh shit!
Look at him, all smart. We're like Delaware.
It's called the American Company.
Is it?
Am I losing my mind? Do I have a brain tumor? Is that what you guys are telling me?
Well, Americans are good at outsourcing, so it might be Germany too.
The American Company.
Made in China. Sivanon says, I did eat some acrylics and oils from my uncle as a toddler. I'm still here, but don't remember gouaches. Yeah, I would love to know what your favorite of the different paint types is. What does your palette say?
Mine?
No, Sivanon.
I did eat some acrylics and oils from my uncle as a toddler. Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy. There are some like toxic ones too. That's Oh yeah, no, it's definitely Delaware. It's a town in Delaware.
Delaware, Lisa needs braces. Delaware, Lisa needs braces. That's from Simpsons. That's what I always think of when people say Delaware.
I've been meaning to rewatch like season 3 on of that.
And then stop at like season 12.
Yep. Pretty much. Stop when I start to feel any sort of cringe.
It was legitimately the best show of all time for like whatever it was, 8 seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it just went downhill. Like I saw somebody shared a picture the other day where Bart is spray painting "Stop the Patriarchy" on a wall. And I was like, come on. This is just so cringe. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This is going to be cool, though. So this is a ton of fucking colors. I think maybe tomorrow we'll...
that, if you don't mind.
It's normally, I want to say, like 50. It's like 25 or 30 on sale right now.
That's a really good deal.
On Amazon for the, like, Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals.
That's a great deal.
So, yeah, I had grabbed a couple of them.
Because gouache are expensive.
Oh yeah, and like the reviews on this, they were like, it's nothing like crazy good, but it's not bad by any means. And I was like, why not try it out? Have some fun with it. Like I said, I'm more about it's not the materials you use, it's how you use them. So I think this will be fun. We'll figure out some weird palettes and stuff for consumer. It'll be cool.
Are you gonna test it out maybe tomorrow on Rob's stream?
I don't know about unless Rob's stream has a prompt that'll work really good with it. I don't know about that because it's like I want to do something. If I'm drawing on Rob's stream, it would be good to do something that's working towards the 24-hour comic. Like it'd be cool if tomorrow night I can do like a first draft of the character for the book to whatever prompt he's doing. And then if I do that, I'll definitely use some paints for it, because then I'll just do it in the sketchbook as well, like I was planning on doing, and have all my like concept sketches and any sort of preliminary drawings done in that book. So it'll all be like one big art piece at the end, just 64 pages of like weird notes from me, and then the final comic in the back of it. But yeah, I got all these sweet reds and stuff for the actual monster and gore and stuff like that. I'll have to mess around and test some different stuff out. There's some cool metallics and stuff, which I thought would be fun to do, like for like backgrounds and skies and stuff like that. Just run some of that into just regular colors and shit. Yeah. It's exciting stuff, boys. But this and 2 more of these is what you can win for the paint. And then let me pull it over here. One of these here sketchbooks, 8.3 by 11.7. Nice. The strap too. It's kind of hard to see, but it's like a textured strap, and the linen binding is also a bit textured. So they catch really nicely on each other, and it holds. Actually works really good. It's got the nice little bookmark ribbon.
Love that.
Yeah, it's like this is perfect. And then nice. I don't know how well you can see that, but really thick, nice 110-pound watercolor press board. That's I think it's cold pressed. And I believe they say it's double-sided, but I watched tons and tons of reviews on these things, guys, and every one of them said they tried the other side and it was absolutely trash. The other side has kind of a smooth, almost like Bristol board, more so. Not a lot of tooth to it or anything like that. Whereas this side, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's like a real nice machine textured watercolor texture to it. There's a good bit of like tooth and grain to it. So maybe what I'll do is I'll do like paintings and stuff on these sides, and maybe use the back sides for other pencil and ink sketches where it won't really matter. Because I won't be painting them or anything like that. But who knows? Maybe I'll just leave the back sides blank. But we'll figure it out. That'd be 128 pages at that side. I want that Bristol side. Yeah, I mean, you can get stuff like that too, Metatron's Cube. You could also just like paint only on that side and flip the thing backwards or whatever. Some people like that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is the whole deal. What's up, page 1? So yeah, if you participate in the 24-hour comic challenge that we'll be doing, these as well, obviously, the other 12 guys here, that's all metallics and some blues and purples and stuff, but you'll get the gouache set. I'm just gonna start loading it back in here for me until tomorrow. We're not doing any painting tonight or anything, but yeah, you'll get this sweet gouache set. It's 60 colors all together. You'll get some brushes, some inking pens, which I think the SP multi-liner will be a good idea, and one of these sketchbooks, which I'll show on screen again real quick. There's all the colors again. All these pearls are really cool. That's what I was talking about with the metallics for doing like the skylines and stuff like that. Those would be really cool to fuck around with.
I really want to see the metallics.
Yeah, that's I think there's 12 of them all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12 of them all together. Like a pearl gray, silver, pearl sage green, pearl emerald green, cerulean blue, lavender, bubblegum pink, pearl coral, bronze. Like there's tons of shit. And then taste some of them. Razmazzy Madman.
Everybody wants you to eat it. I think you might have to now.
Yeah, right. And then one of these sketchbooks. We'll do a taste test when I paint with it.
Oh, wait, we've already done a guest. an unboxing, and ASMR. Now you have to do a mukbang with paint.
Yeah, mukbang with paint. It's not good. Yeah, but that's the goods for now, guys. I definitely wanted to share that with you. We got the rest of the shirt order in today for the campaign thus far. So I'll be looking those over for any sort of damages or anything like that, and then getting those ready for screen printing when the screens come in.
When those screens come screening in.
And then we got pretty much everything lined up for the 24-hour comic stuff now. So now it's just a matter of me figuring out my story, my character, stuff like that. I asked Pete if he wanted to do it today when we met up with him.
He said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah, right. He's like, "Fuck you, dude. I am so busy." No, but he was like,
"I gotta go film Speed 3."
Right. He seemed interested, but he was like, it all depends on timing and everything, because obviously he is so busy.
Because he's Keanu Reeves. That was the joke. That was a funny joke.
Yeah, you didn't have to explain it. I got it.
I know.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but we do have 2 more spots, even though 8 people is already going to be utter chaos. I wouldn't mind filling the whole house. I'm looking forward to it. I'm slowly coming up with more and more ideas for consumer to just make the monster really cool and narrow down what I want my hero to look like. So my sketchbook is going to start getting filled with notes really soon and start conceptualizing this dude. Because again, I gotta keep it simple and everything. We talked about those Gorgets and stuff last night, and I was like, I like that idea of him having sort of like a neck and shoulder armor piece.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a weird futuristic post-apocalyptic barbarian guy. He's like a hunter trapper. So I gotta figure all that out. Make this cool sort of bombed out cyberpunk world.
I got my sketch cards from Dynamite today for Kiss.
For Kiss?
Yeah.
That's the new ones you have to do?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking hysterical. That is excellent. Holy shit. I remember you telling me they wanted you to do more of them. Pete actually said something about that. We were talking about just like art gigs in general, and he's just like, that's like getting a fucking sketch card gig from just like the trading card gigs from people. And he's like, those fucking suck, man. He's like, there's some companies that pay like $3 a card and shit like that. I'm like,
yeah,
that's brutal.
Yep. But they're hitting me up, so that's cool. So maybe I can get some bigger stuff.
How many kisses you gotta?
I gotta do 5 of each person.
Jesus Christ.
So 5 of Paul and 5 of Gene and
like
5
30 kisses.
Wait, I gotta remember the names now. Shit, Ace and 5
Paul. Right?
I said
Paul.
Peter Chris. No, what's his name?
Sure.
The one that wrote Beth. Catman. Kitty Cat Man.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm doing 20 total, so
brutal.
Be on the lookout for that.
That's some wacky shit. I feel like you were like hiding that from me because you knew I was gonna laugh. You set me up. That's hilarious though. Yeah, wasn't it Red Sonja the first time around?
Yeah, Red Sonja.
Did those like get printed or anything?
I don't know what they did. They never like hit me up about what's going on with it.
Nick just keeps them as like his own personal collection.
I know like COVID messed up a bunch of stuff. But I don't know if they ever
get kisses.
You just gotta ask. I give them out for free. I have a kissing booth outside my house.
Dynamite pays line up, $3 a kiss.
Just put some Vaseline on my lips. Let's get it done.
COVID season, so good.
That's the cure. Nobody knew that, but
yeah,
it wasn't hydroxychloroquine. It was Jeff's kisses.
Yeah,
I put on the cherry cola lip balm and get some nice flavor.
You're all about that cherry cola lip balm.
That's the best one.
Oh man, I totally lost my train of thought on what we were talking about.
I know, because the cherry cola lip balm. Chapstick all the way.
This is gone immediately. There's nothing in chat for me to hang on to either. It's just Germany and Deutschland and all this stuff.
Oh shit, we finally went full alt-right.
Oh god. Kill Journal looks good. Gonna have to replay the stream later. Hell yeah, man. And Adam gets in depth on a bunch of different stuff he's working on. That dude is
so much cool shit.
Right? I was like, oh, of course, and Cyberpunk 2077. God damn, Adam. Like,
yeah, when he dropped that, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, all right, dude, so we're friends now. Yeah, Adam, you need like a guy to like rub your shoulders and clean your office.
Would you like a creepy guy that lives in your house and looks at all your stuff?
Looks at all your stuff. What are you doing? Just looking at your stuff, man. Can you not?
You're like the kid in Hey Arnold, just always.
God, what the fuck were we talking about before?
Kiss.
Oh yeah, the Kiss stuff. Yeah, fucking Dynamite. Holler at your boy Jeff with a gig. Let us fucking write something.
Yeah. They got lots of cool properties.
Oh yeah, didn't we do this before? We can just share it now.
Share it.
Although they really fucking banged the dog with Ethan and all that. That's an expression, right? Banging dogs.
I think in some parts of the world where that's legal.
Yeah, that was
Let's
wacky.
ask Colin; he would know.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, are Nick and Ethan talking anymore? Does anybody know about that? Has Ethan mentioned that at all?
No idea.
Wacky stuff, man. I like them too, so it's just like, I guess whatever. But I don't get the whole like feuding on the internet when we could all just be making cool ass comics. Yeah, they got Ash, dude.
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh wait, did they have Apache?
Don't see it.
Emmanuel Santana. Isn't that Apache? Oh, Scout. I mean, I said Apache, but he's an Apache.
Racist.
Scout, yeah. Hey, I'm Apache. I'm allowed to say it.
Ash Williams. Oh, you're Apache?
Yeah, Chiricahua.
Oh shit.
Oh, whatever 0.5%.
Black Terror, Blackbeard. I like how they're like, we own this pirate. Dude, this was
John
the
Carter
big
stuff.
one, dude. Who gives a shit? They have Highlander.
Oh fuck yeah.
Darkman.
They got the Shadow too. That's the one I want.
Total Recall.
I want to draw the Shadow.
Oh yeah, the Shadow would be cool too. I don't know
They
what
got
I
the
would.
Phantom too, don't they?
I would do with that, but I believe so. Evil Ernie was the one that like I was trying to put a pitch together for because that would have just been like an easy slam dunk. RoboCop would be dope.
Oh, RoboCop would be badass.
RoboCop would be like super.
Yeah, they do.
dope.
There he is, the Phantom.
Yeah, the Phantom.
And the Shadow.
The Shadow. I think the Spider looks way cooler than both of them.
I don't know what the Spider's deal is though.
He's just got a fucking dope gun. He's got dual automatic 45s, and he's fucking badass.
Automatic 45s are a terrible idea. You get it out of ammo in like half a second.
Oh, you'd be out of ammo in half a second. Your wrists would be broken. You would have the worst arthritis like a year into that crime fighting.
I got Zorro.
Warlords of Mars. Isn't that John Carter?
Yep, I love John Carter too.
Warehouse 13. Thunder. Bring the Thunder, which is something else altogether, I guess.
I don't know what that is.
Vampirella.
Like they got Thulsa Doom. Cool, Conan.
The Ninjets.
So I
The
guess
Green,
they
the
can
Green
have
Hornet
fun.
might be cool too, and they have Terminator. That was another big one.
So they got some of Robert E. Howard stuff, but not Conan anymore.
So who's the editor you work with?
It's Marciano. I don't know how to say the fucking last name. Nicieza?
Mariano?
Mariano. I said Marciano, my bad. I'm what you call illiterate.
Director of Research and Development. Okay. Nick Barucci, Juan Collado, Alan Payne, Brandon. Nick is the only name I've ever heard outside of here.
I guess. I mean, this is just my guess, but Nicieza is such a unique name. I have to imagine he's probably related to Fabian. Wouldn't you think?
That'd be wildly racist. Probably not.
You don't think so?
No. That's probably a super common name.
Nicieza?
Yeah. Just because it's not common to you doesn't mean it's not common, Jeff.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, dude, they have a lot of great properties, though, and I'm just like, what do they have? All right, on sale. What do they have out right now that isn't being touched? Because I feel like all I see is Vampirella. It's all just like hussy stuff. Which is cool, like it sells, I get it. I'm not hating on it, but... Oh, it's going to take forever to load. God, their website is so poorly optimized. This is fucking insane. Kiss Box Topper cards. Signed by Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. Jesus. That's probably what you're doing art for right now.
Oh, look at this. He is the brother of Fabian Nicieza.
Of course he is, Jeff.
Who's racist now?
Congratulations. You're not racist this time.
Scored another victory.
Put a tally on the board, boys.
Your Honor, if the last name fits, the judge acquits.
Now, I know I've been wrong about a lot of brown folk with the same names, but...
Your Honor, I am just a small town artist.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with their website or if it's my internet or what. But it's getting bad. I didn't even click on this. What the fuck is happening now?
Adam Warlock says Dynamite has done some really good Kiss comics in recent years. Mitch says Scout, fuck yeah. I just got all the original issues. One of them had a vinyl soundtrack in it. That's cool. Metatron's Cube extended mags. Razmaz says John Farter. Clever. Gamescape says you win this time, Jeff.
They do George R.R. Martin stuff still.
Yeah, this is my Indiana Jones sliding under the falling door, grabbing my hat last minute kind of exit. Yeah. Mitch says, nah, Dynamite's site is shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm leaving it because literally nothing is loading. I just got all the original... all the original issues of Scout, like the Dynamite comic. For some reason, when you said that out loud, Jeff, I thought he meant like Scout Comics. I was like, wait, what? That's cool as hell, though. Yeah, Dynamite's one of those companies where they do pretty cool, like, big stuff and some, like, fun ideas, but I'm like, fucking, I don't know. I don't have any contact. I don't have contact at most companies because I'm just like, fuck everybody because they're a bunch of clown shoes. I don't even know how Jeff got a hold of this guy. Probably kissing him.
Well, I am a good kisser.
You better be if you're getting paid for it. Also, we broke 400 subscribers today, and then someone immediately unsubscribed to me. Ask your mom. I'd have to dig her up. No.
I already did.
Right. Jeff, that's gross, but I hope you at least treated her nice.
I didn't.
My mom's not dead.
I put it
Not
in the butt
yet.
without asking.
Oh, God. No!
Then I donkey punched her and ran away.
All right, it's getting out of hand. That's my mother. 56K, baby. Ha, ha, ha. I'm losing track of what's going on here. Adam Warlock, what is up, dude? Didn't realize you were there, and I just realized Jeff read off one of your comments.
Yeah.
I'm a dummy. They've made some good Kiss comics in recent years. I don't know what constitutes a good Kiss comic, but I'll take your word for it because you sound like you are enjoying them. I like listening to Kiss's music when I'm really drunk, and Detroit Rock City is like one of my girlfriend's favorite movies.
That's a great movie. And I like Role Models too. That's another good movie with Kiss as a prominent element.
Lots and lots of Kiss. Yeah. Trying to think of what else I had to go over today. Still got sketch cards to finish up with Mitch, so maybe I'll do those on stream tomorrow. I could test out some gouache on those guys as well, potentially. I hate Kiss except War Machine.
Good song.
They're like a weird guilty pleasure when I'm drunk. It's only like a couple of songs because I'm an idiot.
I was made for loving you, baby. The Kiss disco song.
Killing it.
That's my favorite. I like the one where they didn't do rock and roll.
Yeah.
And like everybody just throws rocks at me. Everybody throws platform shoes with demons on them at me.
Oh my God. Yeah, you are with demons on them. Bedazzled demons.
Love Gun's a good song. I like that.
The disco song, I always fuck up the clap.
I never got into them, but my brother, who's a lot older than me, when he was a kid, he had all the dolls, and my mom was so scared because everybody would say, oh, it's nights in Satan's service, and she got terrified, so she took all the dolls, threw them in the trash, and it'd probably all be worth like $1,000 now.
Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. I'm trying to think if we had anything else to go over.
My body.
Yeah, gonna trace it in crayon. Like a chalk outline, but in crayon.
Just get my girth good.
Yeah. Here lies a girthy boy. Yeah, no, I can't really think of anything else. I got some studying to do on some different books. Got a big old stack of books. Oh, I got all those comps today. I got some random old books that Pete had. I got a comp of the Scrimshaw book that I worked on. That was pretty cool. The trade paperback.
Mm-hmm.
Now that book's gone from Alterna, Pete was like, "Yeah, I had a couple of these left if you want one." And I was like, "Sure, whatever." So I grabbed that.
Wait, you say Scrimshaw's gone from Alterna?
Yeah, it left forever ago. Eric Borden lost his mind and had a meltdown and left.
I know this.
Yeah, without getting too involved. I don't think he went really public with it, but he just he's gotten very political on his page, so it's hard to even follow the dude anymore. I just don't get really fucking argumentative people. I don't have time for that shit. I just want to make comics.
I follow the artist.
It's still a great book.
Mims?
Yeah, Dave Mims.
Yeah, but he hasn't been posting too much.
Randomly got an issue with my last Alterna order. I grabbed all the trades on Amazon. Yeah, it's a good book and everything. And me and Ryan Wynn helped Dave color the end of it, but then Dave just sort of fell off the face of the earth. We don't know what the fuck happened with it, and I guess he just stopped doing Scrimshaw, and we never really talked to Dave, so we don't know if Dave's still involved in it and working on new stuff. Eric never updated us on anything and just sort of abruptly stepped away from Alterna without saying anything to me or Ryan when we were technically the colorists on the book at the time. So we were left completely in the dark, and then he just announced a new 2 or 3 books through Kickstarter or whatever, and I think he's just been doing that. But yeah, that was. I still to this day don't know the full extent of it. He just sort of seemed like burnt out on Alterna and left. I don't know what the fuck fully happened with it, but
I love the art. The art was so unique.
Yeah, Mims is cool as hell. What is up, Randy? Welcome. Art was great. Story was really good too. Like I thought that was going to be one that would be at Alterna forever, and I thought wrong. Some people I think expect way more out of comics than reality actually
You know what?
Provides.
Speaking of that, oh crap, what's Neon? Clownfish. Clownfish today was talking about that new comic, I Am Not Starfire.
Oh yeah.
And they were breaking down because they have all this experience in TV and graphic novels and everything that they've been doing, and they always have really cool insight and information about the behind the scenes process of like the business end of things,
Yeah.
And they talk about like how Disney's deals are really fucked up, how you get screwed out of like everything if they buy your product, and even if they don't use it but they option it, you lose all your ownership of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
But they're talking about the graphic novel, the young adult graphic novel stuff that's been going on, like the Batman one where Batman was in high school with the Joker, and this new Starfire one. And they were talking about how, the young adult stuff, you get an advance, which is really cool because most comics you don't get advances, but you don't get any more money unless the book reaches, a certain sales amount, or if you make enough that actually covers the advance, and then you can start making profit off the book, like the royalties from the book and stuff.
Oh yeah, but then you're just chasing new deals so you can live off of advances.
Yeah, and most of those books don't ever get to that point, so it's really all you're getting paid is that one advance. And so like a lot of these writers that you think are very successful because you see them all the time and they're always being promoted, but the industry regarding that young adult stuff is so insulated that they're just rehiring basically the same people they've been working with, and these people are making like, I think one person was bragging about how they made like $10,000 in a year for the whole year, and they were talking about how successful they were.
Damn.
But they were also one of the reasons they could do this is because like their husband, they didn't say the name of the person, but their husband was like an investment banker or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these people are being propped up because they have a spouse that is like a doctor or something that can support them to follow their endeavors of selling $2,000 worth of a book.
That's fucking bonkers.
But it's a really great one if people want to see, listen to them talk about it. They always have such cool information.
Yeah, right. Let me write a YA novel. Let me get that advance, yo. Watch what I'll turn $10,000 into, you wacky fucks.
And apparently the young adult stuff is really floundering right now. Like it was kind of like marked up as like the next big thing. Like
well,
a few years ago.
It's booming because it was, it was an underprovided audience with a bunch of shitty books, and then some actual quality talent came in there and made some really good young adult books. And now we're witnessing the oversaturation where all the idiots saw a couple quality creators make some really good money in that sector, and they dove into it. So now it's oversaturated with shitty quality books again, and it's going to go back to just everything being stagnant and not selling well because I think it's that like customers have a hard time navigating all that shit.
Yeah. Well, it all just blends together too. It's all, like you said, it's all the same shit.
That's the one thing with manga is like they're really good at weeding out the bullshit. So it's like you see these books and it's like there's this innate thing in your head where you're like, oh yeah, this thing's fucking 30 volumes in already. Somebody must like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy, but like especially places like Barnes and Noble where they stock that stuff, they're really good about just keeping the shit that sells on shelves. And
manga does a lot of stuff right, especially with how they like number and maintain the order of their comics. Like as you come into a comic book section at a Barnes and Noble or something, and it's like, where the hell do I start? It's like if I'm a newbie and I'm looking at Batman, like what do I buy first? How do I figure out what his Batman universe is? Because like it changes like every freaking year. There's always different storylines that have no continuity with one another. Like it's not easy for people to to go from like maybe the movies, the video games that they got into the character from, to the comics. Whereas like manga, you can just go, oh, book 1. You know?
I think I am going to call it for the night, though. It's 12:30. We've been going for 2.5 hours. It's actually a little bit after 12:30. Then I can, get some sleep and get an earlier start tomorrow and get back into things. Today was fucking wacky. It was just like a wild storm and everything, and I ended up getting caught up with work and some other stuff, so I didn't get much done. I will shoot you script things hopefully tomorrow. That's why I'm hoping to wake up early and just get it all done and get it out to you.
Hey, real quick, Simonon says somebody had an infograph really sad about those deals, and later on he said you end up getting way less than minimum wage. Well, dollars last longer here, Raz.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
That's brutal.
Randy says I very much agree with Jeff on that one. Manga is very easy to get into.
My girlfriend joked a while ago about taking one of my pitches and sending it in under her name to Marvel.
That'd be awesome.
And it made me laugh. And then the more and more I thought about it, I was like, oh, fuck. This is like everything's through email and everything now. She could just be like, yeah, I don't do Zoom calls and shit. Email me if you want to work with me. That'd be hilarious, though. I get published at Marvel under my girlfriend's name.
That would be so fucking awesome. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I would wait like a year and immediately like blow that out of the water. Like I'd be like, how Marvel is a bullshit enterprise.
Well, no, you just go to the convention and they can't say anything because of modern day politics. They're like,
I'm Beth.
Yeah, of course you are. Of course you are.
Yeah, you guys should have done your due diligence.
You guys got a problem with that?
Yeah, I'm a broad with a beard. I have a whole club called Broads with Beards.
You're wearing a shirt that says that too.
Yeah, you got to fully lean into it if you're going to. And that's the whole thing is like, I am fully acceptable of what the fuck anybody wants to do. I'm just, doing my own thing too. You leave me alone, I'm going to leave you alone.
Yeah.
But you want to be fucking stupid on the internet all day, I am going to be the first one to fuck with you and call you on it. Like,
we're all about being girthy boys.
Yeah. We're the girthiest boys, and if you can't handle us, bring some friends.
No, you can't handle us. Gasoline.
It worked for Cebulski. Yeah, man, I got to meet that man face to face and talk to him for quite a while about. I still have like his email and everything. We talked back and forth for a while. He really liked my ideas, surprisingly. And made me think like I would actually work at Marvel. And then when he got me in contact with all the other editors, including, I think it was Brevoort and a couple other guys, none of them wanted to work with me. None of them cared about my Mexican Ghost Rider pitch. Here we are, like 2 years later, and he's one of my favorite characters I've written into the Ransomverse, and I'm excited to fucking unveil him. So suck it, Marvel. Like,
Razman says BBWO, Bearded Broad World Order. Too sweet for life.
That was a really weird time too, because that was like one of those things where like I had this idea for a while for this Ghost Rider character, and then that sort of like we're looking for the affirmative action hire in comics thing started to happen, and I was like, oh shit, I have like a Mexican Ghost Rider pitch. Like this is a slam dunk. And that was the one where like I was talking to him about him and stuff at the con, and he was like, yeah, I need you to email me about this like as soon as possible. Like when you get home this weekend, email me. I want to know more about it. And Kevin even did sketches and stuff for it. There's like a rough treatment I had written up, which I had talked about writing it back up again, because I mean it's all been picked apart and used for the Ransomverse now, and it's like different and changed a lot, but I figured I'd rewrite the original pitch that I did for it for Marvel just to like post on the Patreon as something for patrons to check out. So I might do that soon and see if I can find the old sketches that Kevin did and stuff. He was Ghost Rider with chains and like a hook and a machete.
But where you messed up is that you had him riding ghosts.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's a whole new take. And
Instead
it's
of
real
revving the
spooky.
engine, he just squeezes her hand. Oh.
So he's got a partner. His name's Boo. This is excellent. Like, I want a 12-issue treatment on my desk Monday.
He just goes to cemeteries in whatever town he's in and snatches up the ghosts from the cemetery. It's like somebody's grandma is flying around.
Jamie Foxx chose his stage name at an open mic when he noticed only women were being chosen to perform stand-up. That's hilarious. Also, isn't he like secretly gay or something?
No,
Isn't there like a
he's
bunch
with
of rumors
Katie
of
Holmes.
that? Yeah, but there's like a bunch of rumors of him being like he evidently is really into cross-dressing and stuff. He did it in that
Living Color.
Yeah, in Living Color back in the day,
And the Jamie Foxx show and everything.
Yeah, and some other stuff. But there's been like weird rumors of that like his entire career. I promise you, if you go look it up. And there's been some comedians who have like made jokes. I think they even talked about it on the Joe Rogan podcast before.
Oh, really?
There's some weird stories about him out there. And he's supposed to be the new Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It should have been Michael B. Jordan.
Or just bring back Michael Jai White. Like, he's still awesome.
No, they were looking to do someone younger. That's
I know,
why
but
I
I'm
was
just
like,
saying, like,
Michael B. Jordan would have been perfect. But yeah, like Michael Jai White should have been brought back when they were like, we're doing someone younger, and they got Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. He's like a whole 2 years younger.
Yeah, it's bonkers. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is fucking 52 years old. Not even. Michael Jai White's a year older.
Oh, shit. I was close then.
Yeah. November 10th. And Jamie Foxx is December 13th. That's insane.
Someone else says, sure it wasn't Juana.
We're going one year younger. We want to take it in a different direction. We want a younger Spawn. 53 is a little bit too much. We're going 52 this time around.
Razmas says it should have been Medea.
Oh my god. Tyler Perry is Spawn.
Tyler Perry is Clown. Tyler Perry is it's just all the
Malbolgia.
Tyler Perry is Angeline.
Guest starring Eddie Murphy as another 30 actors. Jesus Christ. Okay, so it's got pretty much every Spawn character you could ever think of, but they're all played by Eddie Murphy or Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry is Todd McFarlane. What?
Angela is Eddie Murphy. Wait, what? Yeah, that is gonna be it for the night, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep and get back to work tomorrow. So thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to everybody who checked out Kill Journal and hung out with us and Adam Lawson tonight and showing him a warm fucking death curse welcome. Hopefully Keanu Reeves doesn't die violently now.
Oh no. We didn't do it in person. Well, we might have.
Yeah, we might have in the midst of all of it. Did we impersonate anyone tonight? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, dudes, thank you so much. If you haven't already, for some reason, hit that subscribe button because we hit 400 today. And then, like I said, somebody immediately unsubscribed. And that's bitch made stuff. So get us up to that 400 again. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Was it worth the girth?